So we got a fever.
Ladies and gentlemen,
What an intro.
it is without no further ado. I mean, I don't know how that shit go for real. We
You said you
back,
off the
man.
beat.
I just popped a bean in the club and I can't move. I'm still looking at the name from last week, Giorgio Bossingstone. That
Oh,
shit is so funny, yeah. That could have been one of the potential titles too. That's funny as fuck, yeah.
Italian's just unserious, yeah.
Y'all not real neither. Like y'all fake made up language is so cute.
He said cute.
Aw, look at the little man.
Look at the little Italians.
Look at the little man. Oh, you got your little olive oil, huh?
Your little olive oil.
You got your little oil from the islands, huh?
Is that even Italian? Or I would think that's like
That's
Greek.
like Mediterranean, I think.
Yeah.
Y'all over there.
Y'all over there. Listen, yo,
Y'all
I don't
cool
got
though.
nothing against the Greeks, yo. It's just the Italians,
Listen, I
yo.
grew up with Italians, like you know what I mean, like which is I didn't mean that like in a good way.
I grew up with Italians. Derogatory.
Yeah, literally. Like I know them. I know them well. So for those who can't tell, your boy is sick, so this probably won't be the normal 2 hours. Although I'll be saying that shit on like days where I don't feel like podding, and then I look up and that bitch be like an hour 55 anyway.
It's just because
Um,
we just be in here vibing, just cooking. Don't
so
even know.
so yeah, we'll see how that shit go for real. But yeah, man, we got a good amount of shit to get to on this docket today, man. We got some politizzies, we got shows, we got TV, we got a dream. Talking about a dream, okay. We got terrible music arguments and some NBA shit, sports, of course. Then we got why do we got like a whole corner of sex deviancy news? Like, what's going on here?
It's something in the water. It's in Florida.
That shit ain't just Florida, shit.
Listen, it originated in Florida.
And somehow it got all the way to the Dalai Lama, huh?
Now that's different.
Is it?
That's just he been a sick nigga. We just didn't know for real.
Yeah, listen, let's get this nigga out the way so we ain't gotta speak on him again. Um Sir. Okay.
What is you on?
Let me so for those who don't know, the Dalai Lama, which is like the Tibetan Buddhist Pope, essentially. Again, I mean like the figurehead religious person, yeah, like I guess, I don't know. So the Dalai Lama, and just like the Pope, they get appointed and all that. The 14th Dalai Lama had some sort of ceremony. I don't even know what the ceremony was. For real. I don't even know why he was doing this. All I know is that there was some boy at some event that was filmed, by the way, right? Who asked him for a hug. So Dalai Lama gives him a hug. Oh yeah. And then Dalai Lama like, hey, yo, come here. Oh, let me. And so the Dalai
Just go
Lama
ahead
did.
and say, suck on my tongue. Be
Yeah,
crafty.
Dalai Lama pretty much was like, yo, look, bro, come suck on my tongue, yo. Like, you's a
I
freaky ass nigga.
I need to know, like, we all know what the issue is. This nigga is a deviant, but
So
what was the explanation for, like, how do you explain something like that? How do
so
you,
so two things. I will get into the explanation because they absolutely did address it. Dalai Lama put a statement out, and the statement did nothing for him.
yeah,
But excuse
I
me.
saw the statement. He didn't give no reasoning. He just said, yeah, that shit was fucked up. My bad.
He just I just be playful and innocent, like that, you know? Like but so what I've heard, right, is that apparently like sticking your tongue out at people is like a sign of respect or something over there, which again is cool. That ain't got nothing to do with no sucking though.
Yeah, no, what
Like
you add
if
that in for?
if y'all would have just both did like the and y'all both did that back to each other, cool. That's what's up. And I would have still been like, what they doing? And then somebody explained it. I'm like, oh, cool, that's what's up. And I would have moved on with my life. But instead, here I'm talking about this freaky ass, nut ass freak bull up here trying to suck niggas' tongues.
No, trying to get his tongue sucked. by a
Oh,
child.
sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. He was, yeah, okay. He was a recipient. This nigga, he's a freaky ass nigga.
Recipient of the tongue sucking.
But yeah, so the weird part was he gives a statement and he said, video clip has been circulating that show. Like, circulating, brother, this is at your event. Like,
He
yeah,
said that like it was a slander, a hit piece. Like
like somebody
somebody
caught
so
him
official.
slipping.
Yeah,
Like, yo, they caught me lacking. Brother, that was your official cameraman. And then so young boy asked His Holiness. I already don't like no shit like that, but I get it. If he could give him a hug, His Holiness. I'm not about to keep doing this. I'm not doing this no more. Wishes to apologize to the boy and his family, as well as his many friends across the world, for the hurt his words may have caused. What words? What is he
words.
talking about?
Your actions. What words are you talking about?
Nutass Freakbull often teases people he meets in an innocent and playful way, even in
No.
public and before cameras. He regrets the instant. Listen, I'm here to tell y'all right now.
How is tongue sucking teasing?
I'm here to tell y'all right now. I understand, or put it this way, maybe I don't fully understand the intricacies of Tibetan Buddhism, and I'm not going to disrespect y'all as a whole because I understand how that goes. What I will say is this nigga need to go. And I'm not talking about go hide somewhere. I'm talking about he need to go. Like, what we on? What you on, bro? And then once niggas started talking about the history of the Dalai Lama and what role they played in Tibet historically, and then CIA is involved, and I'm like, oh my god, of course, the CIA is involved.
It's
Um,
always the CIA.
it's always the CIA. FBI probably like, damn, hell, never let me get nothing fun. But
FBI
yeah,
got
no,
MLK. It's enough to last a lifetime.
you know what? Oh, and they got Malcolm
And they
too.
got Malcolm X. I was gonna say,
Yeah,
yeah,
and they
the
got Malcolm
FBI be
too.
on
I
their
mean,
they be on their
shit,
demon time.
yeah, yeah.
CIA spread a little crack, run a couple coups, but they didn't get the figureheads yet.
Not run a couple coups. But yes, I always tell people this. Like, listen, I'm here to tell y'all right now. If this is y'all religion and all that, I get that. Like, same way, like when I got a problem with Catholicism, it ain't like the book. It ain't the texts I got a problem with. It's not Catholic people I got a problem
The
with.
niggas
You
in
know what I'm
charge.
saying? It be these niggas doing this freak shit and this deviant shit behind closed doors in the name of that book and in the name of those teachings. So same way here. I ain't got no problem with Tibetan Buddhism and monks, and shout out to all the monks, even though I'm sure none of them are listening. But I'm not going for it. I'm just not gonna go
Absolutely.
for it. One, I'm never gonna call a nigga his holiness. Like that's insane dick sucking. Like there's no way. It's no way, but his holiness. I just be like, sir, like that's the best you can get from me, bro. Mister nigga. Like Mr.
Mr.
Lama.
Lama.
Yeah, Mr. Lama. Like you're not getting no his holy. Yo, bro, stop, bro. I'm not yanking your shit like that. Yo, you're crazy.
Same thing for the Pope. That's just a nigga.
That's a nigga with a fucking white puffer jacket on, bro. I'm not going for that shit. He got a Montclair on.
That
A
shit was
white.
fire.
I was screaming because niggas was like, yo, you can't trust a nigga who be butt naked underneath them robes. Like I started screaming, like, all right, man, go ahead. Yeah.
They be naked under them robes.
I know this freak bull do probably. Ain't no way that nigga wear drawers, bro. Come on, stop it.
I mean, they definitely naked. We know it. This is
People,
hard
man.
hitting journalism right here. Pope be naked under his garb.
On his garb. But yeah, so yeah, Mr. Llama, yeah, get the fuck on. Get the fuck on, man. I ain't going for this shit. Because if you doing this shit on cam and then putting out a statement to myself, I was just playing and having fun. I know what you doing behind closed doors. Get him the fuck out of here. Pack him up.
Sick world we live in. Yeah.
Smoking that llama pack. You crazy as hell. Speaking of sexual deviance,
Why is there
uh,
so much deviant activity going on right now? What's
you know what's
going on?
crazy? It's about 4 topics on here. That's that. And then I put a TV show on here, which somehow gets back to the sexual deviancy anyway. And I'm like, damn, bro. I'm just trying. You know what I
Trying
mean?
to
Like,
not talk about deviants or think about them.
yeah. But unfortunately, there's been rumblings that there is, and not rumblings, like it's been confirmed that there's gonna be a Freaknik doc, right?
Yeah.
So Freaknik, for those who are, I don't know, like 20, I guess, uh, was I don't know, it was just basically just a fuck fest in Atlanta for 4 years. I can't really
Hell
think
yeah.
of nothing else. Like it was like Negro Woodstock or some shit,
Negro Woodstock. That's pretty accurate, I would say. Yeah.
right? Like I mean, I don't know what else to call it. Like it was Negro Woodstock. Like um, and it's pretty much how any of these events go. The first one, oh man, dope, revolutionary, so cool, da da da. And of course, as they keep going, boy, do they get worse. Um, and so essentially, they were talking about a Hulu doc. They're gonna do a Hulu doc on Freaknik, and so a lot of people were speculating about what's gonna be in the doc, what kind of angle it's gonna take, what it's gonna cover, what it's gonna get into. And you already know, here go niggas caping for deviants before we even know that they're talking about deviants. Niggas is like, oh, they gonna use this to paint black folks in a bad light, right? And somebody was
Oh,
like, any painting in a bad light that's done is because y'all had the paintbrush. Like y'all were there. Y'all did it. Like I'm not saying you. Like some of you niggas is 20. Y'all wasn't there. Some of y'all was 30 and still wasn't there. Some of y'all was 40 and wasn't there. But the whole point is, I'm not portraying black folks as nothing. Y'all went there and portrayed yourselves.
also, why do you even need to take the angle saying, "Oh, they're gonna portray black people like this"? White people was doing the same shit at Woodstock. Niggas was doing LSD and fucking in the mud, but when black people do it, it makes us look crazy.
And not just fucking in the mud. They was doing other shit that was unsavory. You know what I'm saying? And my whole point is we've covered this ad nauseum with all the white festivals. We did the Woodstock. We covered what's the other one? uh,
I don't follow
we
white
covered
festivals like that. I
Woodstock.
don't know.
We covered
Woodstock, oh my god, that's like
Girls
cherry.
Gone Wild. Like we covered all these white deviant niggas doing this foul and freaky and nasty shit. Like we've covered these. So it's like I hate this mentality that any portrayal of black folks that is both true and negative serves the agenda. Well, so the fuck what,
Oh,
man? So the fuck what, man? You niggas did it. Like that's my whole point, bro. If you niggas is doing exactly what because I get the whole point, right? Their whole point is they're gonna take the actions of these thousands of niggas here and use them to portray everybody as da 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 this and that. I
yeah.
understand that. My whole point is, guess what? When them niggas went there and did it, we lost. That was the point.
We
That was the
lost
point. Like,
before some of you niggas was even born.
yeah, you lose the ability to fight the allegations when the allegations are true, nigga. Like, and again, I'm not saying they're true for you, even though they're gonna be used against you, and that's unfortunate. But my whole point is what? So I'm gonna just let a whole bunch of deviant niggas go because then especially when we know how powerful racism is. If it ain't this, it's a something else. They gonna
Yeah,
get you
they
niggas.
gonna
Like,
find a way regardless.
yeah,
They gonna
I'm
paint you
like,
whatever look they want.
yeah, bro. If I want to paint you as a deviant, I promise you, even if I skip over Freaknik, baby, you're getting cooked. I'm going to portray you as a deviant. There ain't no way around that shit. So I didn't understand
What
that
is
whole.
so like? What is the angle that this documentary is taking? Why are people immediately jumping to they trying to portray us as this? Why not? I thought it was just a fun little documentary to show how niggas was being freaky than Freaknik. How
Well,
did it turn into this whole? They're
I
gonna
didn't
portray us
know.
like this thing.
I didn't know. It said the official trailer was the wildest party never told. It wasn't even released, right? And here's what it says, right? It says that recounts the rise and fall of a small Atlanta HBCU picnic that exploded into an influential street party and spotlighted ATL as a major cultural stage. Can the magic of Freaknik be brought back 40 years later? That don't even sound like nothing. You know what I'm
Yeah, that don't
saying? Like,
sound negative. Like y'all are putting a negative spin on niggas. To me,
but
it's
why
like
is that?
any documentary on Woodstock. Like it's just niggas just partying. I don't see why y'all brought the negative spin in. I'm not getting it.
Mm-hmm. Now, why do you think that is? No, what do you think that is, right? Because don't get me wrong, like I'm sure there's probably and again I always say it's like that on every side. I'm sure there's probably a bunch of people who are like, all right, listen, I'm gonna get my lawyer because if I see myself in that video and y'all ain't pay me, if I see myself up there and y'all ain't pay me, I'm cooking y'all. So I get that. But um what I want to know is again, I saw something that there said 3 C-suite executives and 1 judge are reportedly planning to file a lawsuit in federal court on the grounds that the doc is unlawful because they didn't sign any media releases. Um,
Oh, y'all was there is basically what I'm hearing.
again, but that's somewhat telling. Like, because granted, I'm not mad at the fact that like if they gonna put a doc together and I'm in the footage, oh baby, I better get my money or I better get a part or I better
Yeah,
get something. You know, you're like, no, you ain't about to just use my footage or use me to do nothing. But that's if we looking at it from the good angle, right? If we looking at it from the bad angle, it kind of sound like you niggas know what might be on them tapes. And
Niggas
y'all looking at it
getting
like,
down, and they don't want niggas to see that.
yeah, yeah. And so the crazy thing is, like, at first there was a whole bunch of uh black women talking about this and that, but I watched quite a few different tapes of some very unsavory things happening, and
Yeah. I know you seen that infamous picture of the cops spreading that woman pussy open, like
I
just
mean
everybody smiling and happy in front of the cop car.
but
That's how niggas
granted,
is getting down.
she like but that's the problem, right? Because a bunch of other ones where it's like I'm watching niggas pull a shorty out of a car. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm watching niggas literally tear the clothes off of somebody. So it's like, nah, yeah, this wasn't.
Oh,
Watch out! Like
I,
niggas was walking
I don't
through,
think about
grabbing this,
Oh
grabbing
no, no,
butt,
that's if it's that angle where it's like if if it was a bunch of non-consensual stuff going on, that's crazy, and it do need to be exposed. Some of these niggas need to be gone. Then
and that's where we at.
gotcha. So niggas trying to put a stop to this because niggas was doing
Yeah, I mean,
felonious activities.
and the thing is, people say what they want, but like, bro, there's video after video, especially in the latter years, like in the '97, in the '96, and the '99, like or '98. Like we're seeing plenty of videos from there where, and granted, let's be real here. When you get together a whole bunch of straight niggas looking to be freaky, like that's my
Be
whole point.
freaky.
Like, be real here. Like, don't fucking lie to me. You can lie to yourself. Um, like, and that's my whole thing. Like, it's like, dog, like, this is not, excuse me, this is not an attack on no black man, no none of that bullshit, nigga. This is you showing you niggas what y'all niggas did, and this is my whole thing. I listen when it come to SA, man. Look, I don't care about none of that shit. If you did that shit, nigga, go to hell,
Yeah,
burn, nigga. I don't
straight
care.
like that.
I don't care.
No
I don't,
matter
I don't
who
care.
you is.
Aw, little black man is so bad, man. Get the fuck on, nigga. Nobody feels sorry for you, nigga. Burn. Fuck is
Shouldn't
wrong
have
with
did
you?
this shit.
Yeah. Like I don't. So that's why I'm like, man, I don't even want to hear none of that shit. I don't care about none of that. You can't. I don't care about none of that shit.
Yeah, I
And
wasn't even thinking about this angle when I first heard about the doc. Like I said, I thought it was just gonna be a fun little, here's a summer Freaknik. This is niggas was partying. I wasn't even thinking about SA and stuff like that.
but it makes sense because it's like, what you think happens if you got a roving pack of 40 niggas with cameras who looking to get their freak on,
Yeah,
and they assume every woman here is with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now, we know how this shit is going. Like, because it might be because think about it, people better realize this shit was so big. You didn't even have to necessarily go. You could be at work. You could be coming out of a building from somewhere near here, and niggas will just assume you part of the group. You get what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like, so you fuck around, come out the coffee store, and see 36 niggas walking by with cameras and shit, and it's just like, oh man, here we go. So I'm just like, man, look, I hope they expose you niggas. Like, I'm
yeah.
sorry. Every time, I'm always for it. And my whole thing is, I don't discriminate. If they white, if they black, if they Haitian, nigga, if they Latino, I don't care, nigga. If they Asian, I don't care about none of that. If you was doing that nasty shit and they caught you on cam, bro, I hope they drill you, nigga, because this ain't even the worst what you gonna get. The word, oh, they ruined your little career, like, brother, y'all was ruining people's lives.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care nothing about that. You know what I'm
A
saying?
career
Like,
being ruined is minuscule. You could be in jail. Be thankful you still out free.
yeah, your life could be over. That's like mentally and physically, but it is what it is. So, um, yeah, look, prayers up to the folks who this will probably be pretty triggering for. Prayers down to the folks who were responsible for the triggering.
Yeah.
Um, and
For
that's it.
sure.
I don't know if I'm gonna watch. I'm not really like I was never like hyped to watch it. It was just like, oh, cool, Freaknik. I don't really care about
I
Freaknik, to be
I
honest.
know
Like,
for a fact I'm not gonna watch it. I have not watched a single Hulu doc. I didn't watch the shit on Fire Festival.
oh yeah, I
I
didn't watch
don't really
that.
give a
No.
fuck, honestly.
Yeah, not for real. Like I'm looking at Hulu docs. I don't know none of these. Like not a single one of these.
The only thing I know about the Firefest doc is the meme about the dude that was talking about sucking dick for water. That's all I know.
That's crazy, by the way.
being known for the dude that was sucking dick for water.
I
Or
wouldn't even say being known, like the actual act of necking for water.
well, he didn't do it. He said he would have.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say that's the future. When
Oh
the
yeah, no,
water wars begin, yeah, I'm
the Water Wars. What is this Water World? Yo,
you know what it is, man. When the water wars begin, yo, where will you be?
shit. Hopefully
Um,
dead.
let's say talked about it. So on our second to last topic of Nut Ass Freak Balls, I had another one. This one was from a Twitter thread, so excuse me. But long story short, it was some thing where this dude vaguely knew this woman. He met her at a party, got her number, and they didn't, or got her Instagram, and they like barely even talked. Then one day he hits her up like 2 months later after he unfollows her and then follows her back and all this other shit. He hits
What
her
was
up.
the unfollowing and following back for? Was that like a hey,
We
look
don't
at
know.
your picture type
We don't
thing?
know. We don't know. Because the woman posted the screenshot, so we don't know.
Okay.
But so they unfollowed each other, and then he followed her back, and then she followed him back. I'm like, I don't know, y'all sound goofy, but okay. Uh, and then he slides in her DMs, and it looks like from the screenshot, they're having a somewhat normal conversation, and you could tell like the conversation probably just started because they doing like the whole like what you do for work. Oh, work, like that's, you know what I mean. That's pretty early on in the
Mhm.
convo. So
Yeah.
y'all probably 3 or 4 messages deep. And at some point he said, "Yeah, I'm gonna be acting bad this summer. I'm gonna be out and about." Which I mean, come on, baby, strike one,
I was gonna
strike
say,
one,
man, what you doing, man? You got your tongue out too while you typing
strike
this?
one. He said, "I'm acting bad with mad A's, with multiple A's."
Is this
He,
how? First of all, how old is this nigga,
I
man? Like,
don't
what are
know. I
y'all
don't know.
doing, bro?
But if a nigga tell you he acting bad with multiple A's, baby, run. You gotta get away from him.
The conversation's stopping there. First, off.
Right.
You acting
Literally.
bad, you're gonna be doing it without me. That is for
Yeah,
sure.
absolutely. And so he says that, da da da, this and that. And he was like, "Yeah, well, let me know if you want to chill and da da da, this and that, blah blah." And then she was like, "Oh, well, if you want to ask me out on a date, you can ask me out on a date." And I was like, when a nigga tell you, "Let me know when you want to chill, hit me up if you want to chill, da da da," he's not trying to take you on no date.
No, he's trying to get you back to the crib and fuck.
Like that's my whole thing. Like he knows he can take you on a date. He knows
He would
that.
have said it if he wanted to.
He would have said that. Like, so that part it kind of blew me. But anyway, so she says that, and then he's like, "Oh well, yeah, no, I understand. Not really finna do that, but I get it."
Again, conversation should have been over right there.
Right? Literally, no, it was over after this, but
Okay.
so he says that, and then he's like, "Yeah, well, see, here's the thing. Like right now, I'm kind of in this position where I'm just looking for, not really looking for a relationship, not really looking to date. I'm just kind of looking for like." Someone that wants to safely, have some sex and da da da, this and that. And Shorty was just like, "Oh, okay, have a good day, sir." And the conversation ended, right?
Right.
Now, when I first read this, I didn't see anything wrong with this. I mean, like I saw something wrong with his approach and his, but I didn't think she did anything wild. I mean, I didn't think she read the clues, but I mean, that's not a crime, nigga. It's just like, yeah, well, sometimes these niggas be telling you before they tell you. Like when a nigga say he acting bad with 6 A's, bro, stop
Come
talking to
on, man.
him, yeah.
That's crazy, yo.
That
First
is
off, what
insane,
is
bro.
this? Is a sick Negro. Why are you saying this?
He acting bad. The only thing that would have made it worse is like the tongue out emoji
Yeah,
afterward.
he actually put the tongue out emoji. Come on, man.
No, he didn't. But that would have been the only thing. That would have been like criminal offense. Yeah, criminal offensive side.
Yeah, throw the book at him for real.
But then, right? But then I found out there was an entire conversation going on, right? And people were upset with this woman. And I was thinking, well,
For
how?
what?
For what? These idiots sat up here and pretty much said, "Oh well, y'all say that y'all want nigga." First off, and that was as soon as they said
Oh
y'all say,
man, come on
as
out
soon as they
here.
said y'all say, I said, "Oh man, here we go."
You
Because
already
y'all,
know.
people do this thing where the y'all they referring to don't never be the same y'all they talking to right now.
Never.
Like, it'd be like, "Oh, y'all say y'all love Chris Brown, but baby, you're not talking to the same groups. It's not a Venn diagram. The circles don't overlap. Those are two different groups of people you talk. It ain't y'all. Like, so the y'all you talking about, this is not the same y'all. But literally was like, "Oh, y'all say y'all want niggas to be honest and upfront and da 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 this and that. But when niggas do it, now y'all niggas make you make a nigga seem like he weird or da da da. And I'm like, dog, okay, let me just break this down for you. You meet a girl at a party, right? And again, and it's hard to break it down and change it for men because niggas are thirst buckets. So they'll accept anything. None of this seems weird to them, right?
Right.
But it's like you meet a shorty at a party and you get her IG. Y'all don't speak at all. 2 months pass by. Then she DMs you, hey, what's going on? Da da da. Oh, that's what's up. How you feeling? Oh yeah, that's what's up. Oh, you working? What you do for work? Oh yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I'm finna be out and about this summer. I'm finna be acting bad.
You got to stop saying that now. We,
Like,
we,
it,
we
but like I'm saying, she say all that. Like, at what point do you hear this and think, okay, right? She say all of that, and then she's just like, oh well, I just wanna, just have sex and safe sex and da 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 this and that. Like, I'm not, again, niggas are thirst buckets, so they'll go for this. But it's like, why do y'all think the truth is all that's necessary?
exactly. Y'all do this argument anytime some shit don't go the way I wanted to go.
Right. Well, I said
Whenever-
you. I told you
Well,
the
I
truth.
said I want to
Oh, hey.
listen, yo. I said I just want to fuck. I was honest, so we should be fucking, right? No,
Like,
nigga.
yeah, one, no, and then two, nigga, the way you handle this, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. We say this all the time. Like, brother, don't tell me you just want to fuck 6 messages into a convo. That's insane. But this is
Yeah,
the
six
problem.
months
Like,
is
you
crazy.
niggas simply have no desire to lay any groundwork. Foreplay does not exist to you niggas.
No,
You
I
niggas do
only
not
want to fuck. That's all I'm thinking about. So I'm bringing it up as soon as possible.
like the effort that you niggas want women to accept is utterly unbelievable. Like, and
Listen,
what
I said I'm acting bad this summer. That's the icebreaker. That's the foreplay.
I'm scared. That's
I'm
the
trying to get
foreplay.
you to act bad with me.
I'm screaming. Like, but niggas do this, right? Because niggas will, in these conversations, they will act as if the honesty is like, all right, well, you said honesty was so
The
important.
honesty
That's
is a
all that matters.
guarantee.
And it's just like, it's not. Because you know how many times in my life, even with my parents, with a girl, with whoever, where I've been honest and like, oh, okay, I appreciate that. I'm gonna still crack your shit though. But I appreciate it. Thank you for not making me have to, you know what I mean? Thank you for not pissing me off, making me upset. I'm gonna just do what I gotta do now. So it's just, but it's like niggas will do this all the time where they pretend like because they were honest, they're entitled to something, right? Like, because I told you, like, and it's like, bro, you don't get no reward for being like, yes, do I want more of y'all to be honest? Yes. Congratulations, clap it up. Should I clap it up for you? Do you want a gift, nigga? Like, what do you want? Like, yeah, I mean, I know what you want. You know what I'm saying? But like, we gonna clap it up for you. Like, come on, bro. I'm not doing all of that. Like, ooh, you told the truth. Ooh, but you still did it terribly. Like, and that's the thing. Like, cause it's like you can't do this 6 messages into a combo with a girl you have no rapport with. None. Last time y'all spoke was at this party.
Y'all
You have
just started back following each other.
you have no rapport with this one. And that's another thing. You niggas think that like where's the strategy? Where's the tact? You
What the hell is
niggas are
tact? What?
useless, bro. Like, you niggas at no point in y'all heads do y'all think like y'all don't treat this like a deal where it's like, all right, I gotta come with enough pieces that when she put it all together and weigh the pros and cons, I mean, I'll come out the winner. Like, y'all don't think about it like that. Y'all don't think to yourself, I'm like, and again, I'm not even saying this is a matter of like, oh, you gotta convince her, because I'm not into the game of convincing nobody.
Yeah,
Right?
no,
I'm
absolutely
into
not.
the game of putting my best shit together, packaging it. You fucking with this? No? All right, cool. Have a good one. Like, that's it. Like, it's that simple. Like, nigga, you don't gotta do that. And it's like, you niggas just freaky. You niggas just thirsty. Like, and it's so bad because, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just don't get why niggas. Well, I know why.
Niggas
Because
have they
niggas
just have
don't
a
want it.
one track mind, so they just immediately 6 messages in. Listen, I got to get this off, and I'm expecting you to say yes because I'm being honest. Like y'all said, be honest, right? So that's what I'm doing. So let me fuck, please.
You're not gonna let me fuck? Wow, women. Yo, these females, yo.
Yo, you told us to be upfront and honest, right? That's what I'm doing. So I should
And it's
get to
like,
fuck.
okay, did I tell you directly that, or did you hear some woman on Twitter say that? Like, come on, bro.
All y'all women the same. I want the same shit, right? So I don't see what the issue is, yo. I did what she said.
Yeah, no, there we go. Yeah, no, it's just Like, cause I've seen this happen. I've seen it happen in real life where dude's talking to a shorty, and it's just like I'm watching it happen, and I'm like, dog, do you not see the body language here? You don't see it? The legs folded, arms crossed, like she looking at you like, what the fuck are you here for? You don't see that? Like you don't see like I've literally pulled a nigga out of a combo before because like shorty like the woman just looked like she was over it. Like, and I don't even it might not even been him. It might have just been like what she was on that night. But like you just you know what I mean? Like you
How
know
you not recognize that?
like you just having a not a good night and a nigga come up here saying the shit that you don't want to hear and it's like, yo, my man, somebody get this nigga before I stab him. Like, come on. Like arms folded, legs crossed, like she's sipping her drink. At every chance she gets, she turning away from this nigga. And at a certain point, like I just butted, I'm like, oh hey, how you doing? Da da da, this and that. And I pull him away, like yeah. And like, yo, what's up, yo, nigga? Da da da. I'm like, you're fried.
It's
You're
over.
fried. It's over. Move. Go. Go. Stop wasting your time and her time, dog. Move. I'm watching it happen, and it's irritating me. It was just irritating because I can see it, and I'm literally seeing somebody just not want another nigga in a space, and you won't catch it. It's not that you can't, because what I always say about reading body language is when two niggas is about to get into it in a club, every nigga can read that body language, right?
Oh yeah.
When somebody look like they finna reach for something, every nigga can read that body language, right? When the dudes start doing the circle move and start grabbing the waist, and you know what I mean? You know that little diagonal walk that niggas be doing when they trying to catch you from the right angle? Like when niggas start doing that, everybody's suddenly a body language expert. But let a woman cross her legs once and give you all the signs she's not jacking you. Suddenly you're blind. You Stevie. You can't see a thing, huh? Like it's intentional. It's
Yeah.
absolutely like it's absolutely intentional. That's why it's like it's not to me, it's not a matter of oh these niggas don't know no better. Some a very I wouldn't say very small, but a small percentage of niggas don't know no better. The majority of you niggas, I'm gonna go like 80%. 80% of you niggas know better. Y'all just turn it off when it comes to women.
Yeah, y'all think y'all can talk them down. Y'all think you could listen. I'm gonna
Yeah,
turn a no into a yes.
you're right. I'm gonna wear you down. I'm like, yo, man.
That's like one step removed from something
I wouldn't.
from some acts.
He said from some acts, from one of them acts. Like you know the act that they be doing. You know what? So it's just like, bro, I need you niggas to be better for real, because this is embarrassing, dog. Like acting bad. Come on, man.
That's the worst part of this whole situation.
That was
Why are
it.
you talking like Meg Thee Stallion, yo?
Like me and my girl was talking about this shit. That shit that had me crying when she was just like, "Well, I wouldn't have read that," and I was like, "Shh, I just don't." So you gonna let a nigga tell you he finna act bad this summer, and in the same message, let me know when you free, hit me up, da da da. You don't get it. You don't understand what he telling you.
What happened when men were men? Go back to the oil refinery, yo. You talking about acting bad with
Go
your
back
tongue
to the
out?
oil refinery is
Go
insane.
to war, nigga.
He said, "Well, they ain't start one lately."
Hell, just airdrop in fucking Ukraine. You can do some shit.
He said, "Bro, they got active ones going. Join one, nigga." Huh?
Literally, just go over there and start doing shit. You good? You got it.
He just walk, yo, y'all need a hooper or something? I could be our six man.
Not the six, man.
Okay, so let's see. We'll cover our last act of deviancy,
We
which
still
actually is
on deviancy. Niggas are acting unusual.
well, yes and no, because when I'm about to talk about Beef. Did you see the series Beef on Netflix?
No, but I do want to watch it. It do look good.
It was good. I finished it. It's 10 episodes. I thought it was pretty solid. I enjoyed it. Really wasn't too many dull moments. They had one episode that was like a flashback episode, but they put a few new pieces of dialogue in. I just want to say that's my least favorite thing that people ever do in movies. Don't do this anymore because I don't want a full episode that's a flashback, but it's just different enough that I have to watch it.
Oh
You get what
yeah,
I'm
I know what
saying?
you mean. Yeah,
Like this isn't like Hunter x Hunter where he's writing a letter to his mom and you could just full out skip that episode
yeah.
because he's literally just recounting exactly what happened. There's nothing new here. It took what happened in the first three episodes and then showed it to you, but then added in new dialogue that like speaks to their mindset. And it's like, don't do that. Don't ever do this. Don't ever make me sit here and watch this because you might have slipped something in. that I didn't know, bro. No, bro. Like this, that's literally my only gripe. Well, that's my first gripe with the show, and it really wasn't even a major gripe. It was one episode they did this. The second gripe, which I didn't find out until I was damn near done with the show, was that there's a dude in the show who plays oh god, I don't know these niggas' names. Uh, give me a second. Let me look at the roster of niggas.
It's not Steven Yeun, the main guy, right?
Yeah, him, yeah.
It isn't. Okay,
So he has a cousin in the show. His cousin in the show, his name is Isaac, but he's played by David Cho.
right.
Now, David Cho, uh, he's not a very good guy. In
Like
the
in real
show,
life.
and
Oh, in
then
the
what
show.
I
Okay.
found out was
Oh
in
my
real
god! Come on, dog.
life. So in the show, yeah, he's like super sketchy. He's like a ex-con, and like he's just a shitbag, like for real, for real. It's just not a good look. Uh, Good show. Great acting. I think Steven Yeun cooked this shit. I'm not gonna hold you. Like
He's a
he's
great actor. He cooked everything here.
he's really good in this. I appreciate it. Ali Wong was good. But he was great. I think he was really good. And but David Cho, boy oh boy.
What he do in real life?
um, he went on a podcast. You already know this is bad when it starts with a podcast.
Oh yeah, he was on Fresh and Fit with them boys.
No, not quite.
Oh man,
Um, da-da-da. He went on a podcast in 2014, mind you. So this is what I thought was insane because it's like, oh, so y'all like again when I found out that it's Steven Yeun is friends with him. So it's like, oh, okay, so you just know what this nigga's on.
oh
Like you just don't
man.
give a fuck. Got you. Which I mean, granted, that doesn't change the way I see none of you niggas. I think all you niggas are doing this. Like every single one of y'all. I don't think there's anyone exempt from this. I think some of y'all are smart enough to stay out the way of a lot of niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I think all of y'all will make this exception once, twice, or three times. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't think that this is something that y'all are willing to stand on and die on them hills.
What did
Uh,
he do, or what did he say? He went on a podcast and
he
said
went
something
on a
stupid.
podcast and talked about an event that he had with a masseuse. See where
Okay.
this is going.
Yeah.
Now I'm not gonna read the whole thing because it's a literal oh, I didn't even say all of that. Oh, I didn't read all that. Oh, okay, wow. But yeah, no. So I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but he basically has a whole thing with a masseuse. I'll post the article in there. You can read it yourself. It's pretty graphic. But long story short, he speaks with a masseuse. He goes in there and he proceeds to basically do the Deshaun Watson, but worse.
How is it worse? Oh man.
Well, there was one thing that Deshaun Watson specifically didn't do. So, um, but yeah, I mean, one thing I will say is I'll quote one line and I'll leave it at that. He says somewhere later, she's definitely not into it, but she's not stopping it either. Gotcha.
Oh okay. Yeah.
Heard you.
Enough.
Yeah, heard you. I heard you. So that's what he was on. And granted, I didn't even know. He said this in 2014, and apparently he's a graffiti artist. And after this, when he was getting commissioned, niggas was trying to whoop his ass on some shit like, yeah, nah, we don't fuck with this nigga. And then the dude responded again by publicly denying any history of SA and by apologizing for his original comments. And I'm just like, yeah, buddy.
How
Listen,
you said it of your own volition for
yeah,
free?
I'm like, look, dog. Either you did it, and well, no. Listen. Once I looked into his background, I'm like, oh, you previously wrote for Hustler, Vice.
Oh, so you just a skeevy type of nigga.
Yeah. Hustler, Vice. I don't even know what Ray Gun is.
I don't
Um,
either, and I don't want.
and you're a graffiti nigga, and like I know exactly what type of nigga you are. You did a lot of work with he got a podcast with adult film star Asa Akira. Like, yeah, I know what type of nigga you are. I know what type of nigga you was. But yeah, so I just thought this was insane because I was just like, why include him? Like, why did you need him? I didn't
Well,
understand.
like you
Like,
said, they was friends with him, so they
right,
gave the
yeah,
nigga a job.
And yeah, guess that's really all it takes. But
which is crazy to me. Like I don't know how you just remain friends with somebody that does shit like that. Like you my nigga, but if you was out here doing shit like that, I would drop you immediately.
yeah, exactly. Or like, and then again, this is what I'm saying. Or if we ever remained anything, you ain't getting put on by me. That's
Yeah,
done for. That's dead, nigga. You if you
I'm
ask me
not
for a
putting my reputation on. We gonna be hanging out in secret.
yeah, if you ask me for a favor and then get mad that I don't grant it, I will beat you up. Like you sound crazy right now. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, dog, don't come to me with no essay or allegation on some like, bro, why you won't let me get a job
It's
at
not even
dog, what?
allegations. The niggas
Well,
himself
yeah,
said
you
he did
literally
it.
yeah. Like so, it's like, don't you ever come to me with that and think I'm supposed to fight for you and that dog. You
First
ain't.
off, if you really my friend in the first place, you wouldn't even try to put me in that awkward situation of going to
I
bat
know.
for a nigga that's openly talking about
That's why I'm
SA.
clapping you. I'm clapping you. Like you getting smoked. You sound crazy, dog. I'll out you myself. Keep playing.
Damn.
No, go ahead. Nah, go ahead. Fuck around.
I I wasn't gonna ask for nothing anyway.
Nah, go ahead. Fuck around.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I even brought it up.
Oh no, you will be sorry, buddy. So what was I gonna say? But yeah, so it was a good show though. Again, obviously I can understand not wanting to watch the show considering, he's a relatively major character in it. I luckily I didn't find this out until like episode 8. So at that point I'm like, well, I'm finna watch the last 2 episodes. But yeah, it was a good show. That guy, fuck, I forgot his name already.
David
Stephen
Cho.
Wayne? No, I don't nigga.
Oh, Steven
No,
Yeun.
Stephen Wayne, guy's good. This guy's good. I don't think I've seen anything with him in it. I never watched Walking Dead, so I've never seen anything with him in it.
He was in Invincible. He was Mark.
He was in Sorry to Bother You? As what? He was in Nope?
Yeah, he was the
Oh,
child star that watched the family get ripped
oh
apart by the chimpanzee.
yeah, he was in Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
He also starred in that movie where everybody goes crazy in the building and tries to kill each other. I forgot what it's called.
The Humans?
The human real life. He starred in real life.
Oh no,
No,
that
I
was
think it was called Mayhem. That's what it was called, I think.
something called Humans, but that's not actually it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's mayhem. Like apparently there's a virus that makes people go crazy for a limited amount of time, and all these people in this office space get the virus, and they all try to take each other out, unalive each other. It was a good movie. It was interesting.
Okay. Interesting. Oh yeah, that was 2016. I see it. Gotcha. Yeah, what's up? Anyway, what else? Where are we at? So
Finally off of DeviantX, thankfully.
yeah, finally off of DeviantX. And now on to the terrible arguments of section of the agenda. So I don't know if you've seen any of this Jim Jones and Pusha T shit.
I haven't, no, not
Uh,
a single bit.
it was quite the. It was some foolery to be a
Jim
hundred.
Jones and Pusha T beefing for what?
No, not even necessarily beefing. So so Jim Jones gets on again some podcast. I love these podcasts because boy, they make you niggas show that y'all really some dumb motherfuckers for real. Uh,
Niggas just need to stop going on podcasts.
no, niggas need to keep go on them more. In fact, please keep going on them more. I need content, nigga. Please keep going on the pods. Please show the world that y'all not that damn bright. I love it. So Jim Jones gets on a podcast, and I don't even know what the previous context is before the video starts. But pretty much, Jim Jones is emphatic that Pusha T is not a top 50 all time rapper. Like he wouldn't be in the top 50 all time. Now he
And
then,
what Jim Jones is?
well, he didn't mention that. He didn't mention that part. But like that's my whole look. That's one counterpoint. Like nigga, well, you wouldn't be. But either way, he then he gives the caveat like he can rap his ass off. Like he's a phenomenal rapper. But it's like, and then he goes into his arguments for why he's not in the top 50. And this is a phenomenon I see all the time, right? I'm a person who likes to debate, right? I like to argue, all of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
What I hate though, and what stops me from taking anyone seriously is when you make a statement, and I'd be willing. Like again, if you told me Pusha T was not top 50 all time rappers, I would be willing to hear why. But when you then provide me the why, and it's the most bullshit dog shit why I've ever heard, then I just think you're stupid, and now I don't want to argue anymore.
Right.
Now I just want to insult you because I think you're dumb now. And unfortunately, that's kind of what happened here,
What
right?
was his reasoning for why he wasn't top 50?
His reasoning was that nobody wanted to dress like Pusha T, and none of the bitches was like fawning over him to fuck him. That was
Enough.
one part of his argument.
Shut the
That was
fuck
one
up.
part of his argument. There's more to it. There's more to it though. He mentioned music not getting bumped in the club. Again, where did we hear that argument before? We heard this argument with the Boozy and Jay-Z shit. Like, it's another terrible argument. I don't give a fuck who gets bumped. Nigga, Glorilla gets bumped in the club. Be fucking for real. Nigga, be for real. They are playing Yo Gotti in the club. Is Yo Gotti a top 50 rapper? Tell me now. No, bro. No, nigga. Like, this bumping in the club argument is trash. The influence argument has some merit, but the way you present it, I think it's trash. And then the worst, the other thing he says, and I think this is probably the worst element of his argument. He mentioned that he was in clips with Malice, his brother, right? He mentioned that he was with Kanye for a long time. He was with Pharrell for a long time. He's like, he never did nothing on his own. All of his classics and shit are group classics or producer classics. Like, he never ventured out on his own and made classics on
That
his own. Which
even
one
if
is,
that was true, which is not,
yeah, which it's not. But
what does it matter? Even if it was true.
and so the reason why I think that's the worst argument is because using that same argument, Andre 3000 shouldn't sniff the top 50.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's dog shit. That's terrible. That's stupid. Because everyone in this room, anyone would sit up here and tell you Andre 3000 is a top 50 rapper all time. Like, but again, think about it. What solo records does Andre 3000 have? Better yet, do they play Three Stacks in the club?
Not to my knowledge.
Not to my knowledge, neither. What are we fucking talking about? Was niggas dressing like Andre 3000 in real life?
They might have been. It was a couple niggas
Yeah,
on
they
that
might have been.
Farnsworth Bentley shit, but
They might have been. They might
for
have
the
been.
sake of the argument, hell no.
Yeah, for the sake of the argument, no, not really, not really. They saw that shit he was wearing. You got that shit on though, but niggas wasn't putting that on. What he didn't influence the other rappers in the game to wear that shit. So by this same argument, another nigga that we will unanimously all agree is probably like a top 25, guy, top probably higher than that.
Yeah, probably top 15.
He by the rules of your same argument, he shouldn't even sniff this list, and that's why your argument's terrible. That's exactly why your argument's dog shit. Like, because if you go to the bump in the music in the club argument, then that means Lil Boozy's a better rapper than Jay-Z. We're not having that discussion. I'm not having that discussion with y'all. You tell me Travis Barker is more popular than Jay-Z? Like, or what's the Travis Porter? Excuse me. Travis
Yeah, I was
Porter.
about to say Travis Porter.
Travis Barker's insane. But Travis Porter's hotter than Hove? No, bro. No. It's just them
Roscoe
playing in the
Dash
club.
is that
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
yo.
Stop it. Roscoe Dash is that fucking Nick. Rocco? Rocco is that
Rocco,
nigga,
the nigga that hasn't made an album in 17 years.
Nah, YC going crazy, huh? Like, stop it, yo. Y'all
I
niggas, I
see.
hate y'all arguments. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. Like, because again, and the reason why I was real tight, because instinctively, when I first heard this, I instinctively was like, you're dead fucking wrong. You're dead
Yeah.
wrong. It belongs on the top 50. You're dead wrong. But then I stopped, I paused, and I said, you know what? It's Jim. Maybe you've got something. Maybe you're gonna tell me something as to why you think, and maybe it'll give me something to think about. No, it's not
That's
what
your fault for hearing a nigga out. I don't never hear nobody out.
the only reason why I heard him out is because again, Jim is a nigga who's been rapping for 20 years. It's like if anybody I would think would understand these legacy arguments, it would be a guy with the legacy of being the second biggest nigga in Dipset. I would think you would get it. I would think you would get it. Would think exactly your point. Yeah, like so I just like that was nutty to me. Like, and he even then went as far as to say I'd put Big Sean in the top 50.
Okay, enough.
And see that made me
No,
mad because
enough.
I really like Big Sean, but bro, don't ever come out your mouth to say Big Sean, a nigga who really I'm not gonna hold you. It was not too long ago. Y'all thought Big Sean was a fucking clown. Let's not play games here. Like, let's not mince words. Because I was a Big
Yeah,
Sean
up
fan
until like
back
2
when he
years
was
ago,
doing.
niggas was constantly doing that. Whoa there, boy! Don't go
I don't
there,
know
boy,
about
to
2 years
make fun of him.
ago. It was probably like 2018, 17. It was like maybe 5, maybe the last 5 years. Like, because by the time I'm trying to think, let me look at his albums. Like, because it was like a Dark Sky Paradise. That was 2015. It was around that time. But yeah, he started rapping in '07. Finally Famous came out in '07. From '07 to 2015, that was Finally Famous 2, Finally Famous the album, Finally Famous 3, You Know Big Sean. It was all those mixtapes too.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying? 2088 came out in 2016. That was about the time when niggas really started to take him seriously. Because before then it was just whoa there boy, don't go there boy. Like,
and the crazy part is niggas didn't start making fun of him until it was retroactive because niggas was listening to that "Whoa there, boy, don't go there, boy" with no issue for
oh
years.
yeah, yeah. Build a house up
Niggas,
on that ass. That's an ass state. Y'all was bumping that.
niggas was going crazy over that line.
Y'all was bumping that. Like, so again, 2010 is when Finally Famous 3, which was the one that kind of really put him on. So it's like, dog, he's been in the game 13 years. And y'all haven't taken him seriously for half of those years. How do we put him in the same category as the nigga who had grinded 20 years ago and still put out Daytona 3 or 4 years ago? And then cook Drake in a beef not too long ago. What are we talking about? Bro, what are we talking about? What do we is Daytona not a classic? Am I tripping? Am I missing something? What does classic mean? What the hell does classic mean to you niggas? Because where is Jim Jones's classic?
I was gonna say, obviously, classic mean was getting bumped in the club. So by that
Ballin'?
logic, Jim Jones, yeah, he that dude
Ballin'?
balling.
Pop
Yeah,
champagne? Please don't tell me shop pop champagne is what we using, yo. Not a Ron Browse joint. I can't let that go. We cannot get that off.
we are getting Arab money,
That wasn't Jim Jones though. That was Ron Browse
but
though.
that's Ron Browse. That's what I'm talking.
Ron Browse is a terrorist, yeah. He's sick, yeah. He's sick, yo. Niggas forget that Ron Browse wave, yo. I being that close to New York, man. That way, I'm jumping out the window with this one.
Yeah, man.
Niggas do not. Red Cafe. Oh my god, y'all niggas wouldn't understand.
Red Cafe, Fabulous, all them niggas. Yeah,
He said
New
he
York is
will,
just different. It is different niggas up there.
but it's just. But again, and I understand why Jim is saying that whole nobody wanted to dress like you. The girls wasn't trying to fuck you because again, that was Dipset's bag. You get what I'm saying? That was Dipset's whole thing. We like the clothes we put on. Every nigga in New York wouldn't rock them. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole CSA
Maybe
going
since
crazy.
he was literally that nigga, his sense of stardom is inverted because
Yeah, so in his
he's
head, it's
basing
like
off of what his shit is.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
like if you ain't touching that, then it's like what was you? And it's like to me that don't work like that because it's like I'm trying to think. Like I can't even really think of an artist right now. I know there's a few that this won't apply to because it's just like dog, like who was dressing like Jay-Z? I keep going back to certain names because it's like, bro, these niggas didn't have that exact influence like you saying. These hoes didn't want to fuck Jay-Z. They wasn't dressing like Hov. What are we talking about? Like, and that's just always my thing. Like, I don't care what your argument is. I don't. I just need you to like, please don't present an argument and then the points be dog shit. Please don't. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. And and that reminds me of a post I saw last night on Twitter, and I said, nah, I got to come in here and speak on it.
what's the post? This shit gonna be horrendous.
It was give me a second. Give me a second. Okay, so Time Magazine put out their 100 most influential people of 2023, right?
Right,
Uh,
right.
Miyazaki was one of them.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about
You know
because
exactly
I
what
saw
post
that shit was wild,
that post stunk. Okay,
terrible,
this was
horrendous.
Miyazaki was on there, and he's only the second video game developer to make the annual list, following Miyamoto. Which, granted, in my honest opinion, it's a shame only two game developers have been on there because I don't see how Kojima wasn't on there at least once.
Yeah,
But with that being said, speaking of Kojima, I watched a nigga sit up here and say that Miyazaki made the same game 6 times, and niggas ate it up. But the guy who made Metal Gear and Death Stranding isn't even on the list. Now
First off,
let's ignore the 6 games part because I'm gonna get to that in a second.
yeah. That's
After
my
that.
thing. Is this is for 2023?
Yeah, what the fuck did Kojima do in 2023?
Nothing.
What,
He
Death
hasn't
Stranding
done anything.
DLC? Like, what are you fucking talking about?
Why would he be on this list in 2023?
Like this, but okay. You know where else I saw this? I think it was Complex did a list of like influential figures in the media or some shit like that, right? The list was about current, like now.
Right.
Sway was pretty low on the list. People were mad about that. They said,
Sway the DJ.
Yes, Sway in the morning. Sway. Big Boy, Big Boy?
Yeah.
Was also lower on the list. A lot of people were upset about this, hot about this. Like, how dare y'all disrespect y'all legends and da this and that. But again, when you realize that people don't fucking read, this list is not an all-time greatest influence list. Because if it
It's
was, then
right
Sway
here,
would
right
be
now.
all the way up there.
Yeah.
We know that. There's no way in the world we wouldn't put Sway in the top 10 most influential media niggas if we're talking all time. But if I'm talking today in 2023, I'm putting Sway top 10. Dog, no bullshit. I hate to say it. Some of them goofy niggas we be clowning would probably be higher on this list than Sway.
Yeah. All publicity is good publicity. Even
Like
infamous niggas are famous.
These doofy niggas is getting banned off of Twitch and going like these niggas would be higher on that list than Sway would in 2023. Like, and that's the part that blew mine because it's like this list is a 2023 list, but was it like selected in 2022? Because obviously we're only 4 months in. So it's really a 2022 list, right? Like, in a sense. So if it's a 2022 list, and Elden Ring came out in 2022 and fucking ran the year, people have to remember, God of War came out last year. And Elden Ring still ran the year. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, dog, that's influence. How do you explain that as something other than influence, right?
You can't.
So it is what it is. Right? It is what it is, right? Like that initial tweet was bad. And then this nigga continued to double, triple, quadruple down. And it was, again, just bullshit, dog shit arguments over and over and over again. And this is another point of what I'm talking about. I hate when people make bad arguments, horrible arguments, and then sit up here and say, well, y'all act like everybody gotta like everything. No.
First off, you made that argument because, first off,
that's not what we talking about. That's not even
saying that he made the same game 6 times is already wild. First off, you haven't played them, so how the fuck would you know? The fact that you're bad at a game doesn't make the game bad. You could just say it's not for you. There's some Souls Wars games that I didn't really vibe with, and I dropped.
Yeah. And that's my problem, right? Because if I sat up here and I said, Breath of the Wild, it's not really my type of game. I'm not really, I don't know. It's just something about it. I'm good. I'm not going to play it. That's actually my stance. That's literally my stance. Like, I have a Switch. I've seen Breath of the Wild. Looks great. I'm good. I'm not going to.
It's not my type of game.
I'm not. It probably is my type of game.
But I'm not going to call it a bad game.
Not really going to. I'm good off of that. But what I won't do is then sit up here and say, that shit's some hot ass. This, bro, they making the same fucking Zelda game over and over. Once you start doing that, that's not the same argument. That's not the same argument anymore. And this is what I mean when I say you niggas have awful debate skills because you're not even debaters. You niggas are just trolls. You niggas don't have any debate skills because it's like, dog.
Literally, and you could tell he was trolling the tweets too because he was calling Soulsborne's fans meat riders and all types of shit. Like, obviously, you're just trying to get a reaction.
Right. But the nuts part was like, how, like, again, the part that killed me was, so wait. Let me get this straight. We are a meat writer for a game that was literally the most influential game of last year. But you're not a meat writer for the guy who didn't put anything out since 2019. Okay.
And I don't even know why you should have just left it at Metal Gear. I don't even know why you would mention Death Stranding because
I don't know why you.
I mean, Death Stranding is okay. It's not.
It's not.
It's nowhere near Elden Ring.
But the part that blew mine was the nerve of a Metal Gear fan to say 6 games are the same. The nerve of you niggas. I know you not, and this is from a nigga who has played every Metal Gear Solid from PlayStation 1 all the way up to Phantom Pain. I didn't play Phantom Pain too much, but
I played the dog shit out of Phantom Pain.
I played the dog shit out of 4. 4 is my favorite one.
Yeah, that's a lot of
But
people's favorite one.
but the nerve of you niggas, I know that ain't a Metal Gear fan talking about the same fucking game. I just know that's not what I'm hearing. I know it ain't a Metal Gear nigga telling me about every game is the same, right? And then there was even later on in this whole discussion, like, cause I was just going through the threads, cause I was just like, oh, this nigga's a weirdo, like, and it was like this nigga had the nerve to talk about the lore and how to get, like, how the lore was all convoluted and this and that, and he's like, and it's so pretentious and self-aggrandizing. I don't even know.
All right.
But again, let's take a step back. The nerve of a Metal Gear fan to say the lore of any game is pretentious.
Nigga, you have to watch a 4-hour video just to understand the
Bro, you have to
lore
watch
of Metal
movies
Gear.
while you play the game. The cutscenes are 14 minutes. Are you kidding me?
That's
Nigga,
dead ass. That's an exact number.
I'm dead serious, bro. Play Metal Gear 4. Nigga, those cutscenes be 20 minutes long. I'm not fucking lying to you. I am not lying, bro. I've left the room before, made sandwiches, got some water, came back, and I still had 10 minutes left in the cutscene. Like, it's just, again, I don't care about y'all opinions. And like I said, I actually don't mind hearing them, right? Like, I don't mind hearing good arguments. I don't mind it. But when y'all say stupid things, provide stupid arguments, then play victim, I think you're a weirdo for it. Every time. It just sounds, because it's like now you're gonna sit up here and say, bro, why can't they just accept every game is not for everybody? Because that ain't what you said, nigga.
Exactly. If you would have just said from the top, wow, I don't think Miyazaki should have been on here because I don't really vibe with Dark Souls. Maybe Kojima should have been on here.
Or you could have just said, how is the guy who made Metal Gear and Death Stranding not on here? And we would have answered your question.
Yeah,
Well, I'm glad you asked. It's a 2023 list, and that guy didn't fucking do anything in the last 4 years.
he literally just wanted to shit on Dark
Right,
Souls
yeah,
and Elden Ring.
yeah.
That's literally all it was.
Yeah, and that's all it was. But again, to say, and the funniest part was, even niggas who was on his side was like, the same game. Like, Sekiro is objectively not the same game. Like,
Bloodborne
Bloodborne
is
is
nowhere near
objectively
the same game.
not the same game. Like, okay.
You can't even, maybe from the outside looking in, if you never played a Soulsborne game, you might think the games look similar. But the differences between Dark Souls 1 and 2 are night and day. Dark Souls 3 don't even feel like the same genre as Dark Souls 2.
And Elden Ring is open world. What are you fucking talking about?
The same game is
And
just,
Death
it's
Stranding
ludicrous.
was mid. Let's, like, bro, this nigga.
You should have
All
just
right,
said
man.
Metal Gear. You didn't even have to bring
Yeah,
Death
bro.
Stranding
You
in.
please don't put it in the fucking Amazon delivery simulator and tell me that
Listen,
this is what should have got him on the list.
I'm one of the biggest Kojima fans on earth, but
I love Kojima.
we don't have to sit here and act like games that are bad or mid. It wasn't a bad game. It was mid. We don't have to act like mid games are good just because we like who the creator is. That's disingenuous, if anything. Let's just call games how they are. Sometimes niggas miss.
But
Sometimes
yeah,
niggas have grandiose ideas that we as the consumer just don't get.
but it was just hilarious. Like, just reading through all the threads, and I was like, oh, okay, you just hating, and you gonna play victim now. I don't mind if niggas just hating. Listen, I be hating myself too sometimes. But like, I hate when you hate and then y'all gonna play victim too. Like, bruh, why can't a nigga just not like a game? Because yeah, all right, shut up. Now I'm gonna cook you. Like, now I'm gonna cook you because I know you're capping. Like, and the funniest part was somebody was like, bro, there are like 19 Metal Gear games, and old boy's like, there's like 400 million Souls clones, and then a guy really replied back, okay, but Kojima made all 18 of those Metal Gear games. The clones are clones, and wouldn't a clone? Hold on, let's cook
A
you real quick.
clone is a testament to
Yeah,
how
thank
fucking
you,
good
thank
the
you,
original
thank you.
product is.
Or how influential the product. And let's go back to
Oh,
the original
oh.
tweet because influential on a list of times 100 most influential. Like, brother, you are in the. Oh, you're on the wrong. What do white people be saying? You're on the wrong side of history. Like, brother, you're wrong. You're simply incorrect. And it's just not it. It's just not it. Like like it's just like, dog, you don't even care. And then literally, like, the worst part was all the idiots agreeing with him, and it's just like, bro, like, 'cause somebody was like, skill issue, and I was crying, and then the nigga was like, this is all y'all said, because I'm like, bro, Your critique for not liking the game was that you got to memorize a whole bunch of combos to get one hit in and then get one shot in. That's literally a skill issue because that's not how the game works. These bosses be having like 3-4 moves.
Literally.
They have 4 moves. It's super delayed hit. It's delayed hit that's longer than you think. It's quick fast strike, and then some AOE move. It's the same shit. It don't be that like that's my whole point, bro. Like it really don't be that hard. Like it's like this is a huge misconception y'all do because again, for you to sit up here and say these 4 games or these games are all the same when there's drastic mechanic differences between the games, and you like Metal Gear, which is bar for bar the same fucking game with a different story. And this is coming from a fan. Tell me the difference between Metal Gear Solid 3 and 2, gameplay wise. There isn't any. There is none. There is none.
Literally.
Metal Gear Solid 4 and Metal Gear Solid 3, there's barely any. There's not, the gameplay's the same. The mechanics are the same. It's almost all the same. The only difference is we're progressing a story that we built out years ago. But it's the same game with a new story. Like, like it's just like doggy, doggy, doggy. Sit this one out. Like, sit this one out.
That's why you can't debate or argue with everybody because some people are disingenuous with their argument. Like
Yeah,
you not being good at a game where you not. I won't even say some people are bad at the game. I'll say you not wanting to put in the time to get good doesn't make the game bad. If I have to try this hard just to succeed, then it's a bad. That doesn't make it bad. It's just a preference, but your preference doesn't dictate whether a game is good or bad. That's all it comes down to.
you know, it's funny. Somebody even asked him about Cuphead, and they're like, it's the exact same concept, just cuter. And he was like, "Oh, I love Cuphead. Cuphead's amazing." And I was like, "Yeah, all right, it's over.
Okay,
It's over.
bye.
It's over.
Enough.
Yeah, it's over." Like, like,
That's why
and
I don't
that's the worst
even
part.
engage with niggas on Twitter. It's just because it's literally just this.
And again, when you got a bunch of followers, you just get the slurpage, like because that's all I was seeing. Like a whole bunch of people, like, "Well, why are y'all mad because he didn't like the game and da da da?" And I'm like, "You niggas are lame, so fucking lame, bro. Like that is not." Um. Oh, you said what was someone saying about Metal Gear? Oh no, it was just some slurpage. It was yeah, it was so basically it was a dude caping for I ain't about to recap it, but you'll hear it. What else we on? What else we on? What else we on? So that was terrible arguments, terrible arguments. What else? What else? What else? Time 100. I guess we can talk about the NBA. Talk about the NBA. Talk about your dream, and then we can get up out of here.
I mean, my dream is gonna take like 30 seconds. I just thought it was funny.
Oh, okay. Well, sure. You might as
So
well
they don't
spit it
have to.
out. You can
Yeah, I
do it
was
now.
gonna say it don't have to be a whole segment. So in this dream, for whatever reason, um, I became an animal. Specifically, I became a dog, but for some reason, I started purring like a cat. And then when I started purring like a cat, I became a human again. But I was still purring, and I started to purr louder and louder and louder to the point where the vibration felt like it made it feel like my throat was closing up, like I couldn't breathe anymore. And eventually, I passed out due to lack of oxygen because I couldn't breathe. And then I woke up in real life and I couldn't breathe. And I was apparently sleeping on my balled up fist with one of my knuckles in my Adam's apple.
I'm
So I
screaming.
almost killed myself in my sleep.
I'm crying. He said, "Yes, I had this dream where like I just couldn't stop purring." He said, "I
He
put
said,
your
"I put
hand."
your head." This nigga tried to set me up. He tried to end me.
Mhm. He said, nah, just yeah, yeah, ball it up, knuckle right there, yeah, yeah."
Knuckle right on Adam's apple. We know you
Hmm.
can't breathe.
I know your shit was sore, nigga.
Yeah, I woke up. My voice was all raspy. My throat was in shambles.
I'm screaming. All right, so boom, we talk about the playoffs. Um, let's see. Word, the Dream
The
Stalkers.
tree
We
stalkers.
in there. Don't ever think we not in there. Like, watch yourself, yo. We on you, boy.
All right, yo, pull up tonight. I'm gonna have something ready for you.
I don't think you will. Let's see. So let's talk about the play-in games. You got Golden State losing. I don't, but I
I
think
don't.
I
Yeah,
do.
that's
I
bad
got it in
idea.
a tough series. I think it could easily go 7. I think it depends how Wiggins come back. Because if Wiggins come back putting up like a 15-5 type beat, I think that's enough. But if he come back and he rusty for 2 games, I think the Kings could easily take some games off. The Kings are a good team. Um,
They're
so
a good team, but when was the last time the Kings were?
yeah, I mean yeah, but that shit that's old shit. Like that ain't got nothing to do with
That's
me.
that's old shit.
Yeah, that don't got nothing to do with me. Like nigga, I just got here. Like I've been here 3, 4 years, 5 years. Like that ain't got nothing to do with me for real, for real. So let's start with the playing games. The Hawks beat the Heat in a game where the Hawks were up by like 30 at one point. Um,
Crazy.
and the Hawks won by like 9, which I thought was hilarious. Kyle Lowry had 33. I'm like, what's going on? The Lakers just barely beat the Timberwolves in OT in the playing game. I watched this game and it does not look good for the Lakers. I gotta tell you.
When does
Uh,
it ever look good for the Lakers?
the bubble. Uh,
Come on now, you don't got to bring up old shit.
Chicago beat Toronto. Toronto was looking on the back of DeMar DeRozan's daughter. Shout out to what was her name? DR.
First, that was crazy. Why? Who's threatening a 9-year-old?
Yeah, I mean that don't shock me if we being honest.
Oh yeah, no, sports fans are crazy, but still, come on, dog. A child is nothing sacred.
No, nothing is sacred.
Understandable.
I
Continue.
was actually yeah right. I was actually shocked that they just let her do this for this long now. I thought at some point they would be like, hey, maybe don't do that, but no, they let her rock out. So okay, it is what it is. So Toronto lost, but I mean, granted, it don't matter. Toronto stinks. Like people like if I spoke very truthfully about how I feel about Fred Van Vliet and Gary Trent Jr., oh boy, they put me up. They locked me up. They'd lock me up. These two light skinned niggas are jackers, bro. These niggas are shot chuckers, nigga. Just, bro, I promise you, I'm finna get out there and shoot 40% every night. Derogatory, like not in a good way. I'm finna get out there, put up 17 shots, and score 14 points. Promise you.
Jesus Christ.
What else? What else? OKC beat the Pelicans. This was. We've got to talk about it. We've got to talk
We
about.
have got to start a dialogue.
Yeah, we're and there's 2 things to talk about here.
Ingram.
Oh, okay. I wasn't going there. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh no, I thought you was gonna bring up the fact that he was
Oh, he balled
subbing
out.
Zion kind of.
Oh no, that was CJ McCollum. I was gonna
Oh,
bring that
so
up.
CJ. Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
Brandon
CJ.
Ingram went crazy. He had 30. I mean Brandon Ingram does this. Like he's good for the 25, 5 and 5, but quietly. Like you don't even know what's happening. You look at the stats at the end of the game. He had 28. Like it'd be shit like that. Like um, this team on paper is a good team, even without Zion.
Yeah.
And
If
I'm
CJ shows up,
I'm gonna start there
provide some
because
support.
for those who didn't watch the game, CJ McCollum played like dog shit. Um, and for those who don't watch basketball often, CJ McCollum quite often plays like dog shit in games that matter. And I think again, it's time we had a dialogue about the fact that this guy never shows up when he's needed.
Not even in Portland.
He
It was the
not
same
even
shit.
for Portland. He would show up on a random regular season game that no one cared about and drop 38. Like we don't care. Show up game 2. Best I can do is 18 points on bad shooting.
On bad shooting.
Like he went 5 of 15, 14 points, 2 boards, 4 assists. Like, and for me, my problem is, bro, when Trey Murphy outscores you, Herb Jones outscores you. Herb Jones averages 10 points a game on the season. You let a defensive guy who's not even scoring outscore you efficiently too, might I add. Like, bro, this can't happen. This simply cannot happen, CJ. Especially when you're supposed to be this vet in the locker room, you're supposed to be the leader, and you played 41 minutes. I just don't see how this happens. But I see how it happens because I've watched you play many times. And so after the game, CJ speaks about availability. And he speaks about how that's really the best the best thing you can do, or not the best thing you can do, but like the best thing for a team is players being available. And that includes what you do before the game, what you do after the game, how you get ready for the games. And granted, He didn't tell a lie. He didn't lie once. My problem is I need you to write this down and pass that paper to someone who shows up.
You can't talk shit about somebody not being available if you were available and
And
didn't
played
get the
like
job
shit.
done.
That's all I'm saying. I need you to write this down on a piece of paper. Make sure you put all the speakers notes in too. Like, because it's certain shit that you want to say. So you want to make sure he get that too. Put those in too. And pass that to Jonas Valanciunas, Herb Jones, Ingram, Trey Murphy, anybody else on this team. But I guess it has to be you, right? Because you're the
You're
older dude on
the
this
vet,
team,
right?
quote unquote. But I'm like, ain't Brandon Ingram like 30, nigga? Crazy enough, he's not. He's fucking 25. How the hell is Brandon Ingram 25?
That nigga look old as shit. I'm not gonna hold you.
I mean, he looks old as shit, but I feel like I've been watching this nigga play ball for like 6 years, dog. How long have you been here? He got drafted in 2016. So I literally have been watching you play ball for 6 years. Okay. Okay. I could have swore he was older than 25. Oh, yeah. Well, played 1 year in college. That would explain it. 25 is nuts. Like, I'm thinking this nigga's like 28 easy. I'm thinking he my age. Like, but yeah, no, it's like that's my only thing. Like, what CJ said was absolutely right. And I think someone needs to say it because truthfully, I think Zion don't really want to be there. I don't think this is where he wants to be. And I think he's trying to play hardball with the team, like where he wants him. Look, if this shit is at all inconvenient for me, I'll sit the fuck out. For real, for real. Like, if I don't feel 120%, I'm not showing up. So, and then the worst part was there was pregame warmups where he was dunking in the warmups and all that. And people are like, well, why wouldn't he be able to go out there and give it a shot and da-da-da? And I'm like, did y'all see Zion in the warmups? That nigga didn't look like he was good enough to go out there. I mean, he's explosive, so he's gonna dunk, but like his explosion looked missing in the warmups. Like he looked like
Yeah.
he was just getting up there and dunking, like because he's just a freak. Like he's a freakish athlete. But like that explosion that we like it's like watching D Rose and knowing like again, remember when D Rose fucked his knees up and then he was ready body wise, but mentally he was like, eh. And you can see it because when you see him in the warmups, there was no explosion. And it's not because he didn't have it, but it's because in his head he like,
It's a mental thing. Like, I don't
yeah,
want
it
to
was
fuck some
mental. Like
shit up again.
I don't want to
I'm
play
not about
too
to go
hard.
crazy.
And so again, I don't know Zion's whole deal. I get the feeling he just simply don't want to be there no more. Or if maybe he never wanted to be there at all. I don't know. But one thing I didn't like was why didn't the Pelicans play Dyson Daniels? It's the rookie that they drafted, played 60 games this year, and I just why didn't he play? I don't understand that. I don't understand. He's a 6'7" guard
Jesus.
who plays solid defense and has decent shooting splits. I don't understand why he's not playing. I don't understand, like especially when you have Giddy, who's 6'7", no 6'8", excuse me, who's 6'8", and you got Shea, who's 6'6", and then you have Lou Dort, who's 6'4". So like you needed body, you needed length, and CJ McCollum was probably gassed from chasing these niggas all night. And then he didn't have nothing left to get his shit off on the other end. So it's like I just don't understand why teams do shit like this. Like, why didn't Dyson Daniel play 10 minutes even? He didn't have to play nothing crazy. You could play 10, 12 minutes. I just don't get why y'all leave niggas on y'all bench that y'all drafted for positions and situations like this. I just don't get it. Like, I get it. He's a rookie in the playoff. He ain't ready for the bright lights. And CJ is?
Yo, chill, yo. CJ, he the vet, yo. He gotta be out there.
Man, I
He
can't stand
gotta
it.
be out there.
So anyway, man, that's that whole thing with Zion, man. We'll see if they figure that shit out, but I don't fucking
I
know,
don't
man.
think so.
I don't
Wasn't
think
his stepdad was just talking shit about his contract?
Man, look, I think a contract is just not something for y'all to be worried about. I don't even think y'all should be worried about no contract for real. Cause it's like, if you don't want to be here, nigga, let's get that settled and straight out the way first. Like, because I don't give a fuck. Like, bro, you're getting paid to sit on the bench.
Literally.
Like at this point. Like, so it's like, bro, if you want to be going, let me know and I'll get you up out of here. I
Well,
promise I'll find a
they're
way to get.
already trying to make that change, right? Because they instituted that thing where you got to play so many games to, um, you had to play so many games to get the bonus and to get awards, right? Like
All
the
NBA
MVP.
teams and all
Yeah,
that type of shit. Yeah. And that does help your contract. But I think even without that, you can still make 30 mil a year. And I think for a lot of these niggas, they don't care.
true. They don't care. They're just getting a check. It don't matter.
Because if I make 30 mil a year and I play, say, 40 games a season, you work your ass off to play. Brother, I don't care if you make 39 mil or 42 million. and you got to play every game, work hard as fuck. And nigga, I'm playing half of the games, eating what I want, doing what I want, and getting 10 million less than you. I'm fine with that. I'm perfectly fine with that. Because 30 million is still 30 fucking million, no matter how you slice it.
Yeah. I guess it's
Uh,
just it's a difference in some niggas drive. Some niggas want it, some niggas I know if I was in Zion's situation, I'd be doing the same thing. I'm just here to get paid. I'm not here to I don't cool, it would be cool to get a ring, but if I can eat what I want, just sit on the bench and get 30 million every week, shit.
yeah, I mean, and look, I mean, old boy said, even like, look, I think, no, that's a really good point. Like, making the NBA is most of these niggas' goals. Like,
Yeah,
getting there is the goal. So once niggas get there, like, they don't really, at this point, I'm playing with house money. So whatever happens, happens. Nigga, I'm already up M's. I made it. I did it. And especially with a lot of the younger dudes, especially with a lot of younger dudes, Dame's career, I don't know about that. But especially a lot of the younger dudes, because they'll come in and it's like they don't want to take it, like you said, they're not taking that shit seriously. Like, perfect example is Mike Conley was talking about the Timberwolves after one of the games. It was like, yeah, niggas got to prepare better. He basically said the same shit CJ did without a sub. It was just probably him talking, and he was just like, yeah, niggas need to like not be playing video games, and niggas need like, if you're gonna do that all season, whatever. We here now, lock
right.
in. Like, I don't care if you did that for 82 games. We here now. Let's lock in. And if it's over in 2 weeks, then guess what? You
Go
can
back
go
to
right
gaming.
back to playing
Yeah.
Call of Duty, doggy. Like, it ain't even no, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's my thing. Like, um, but the part that killed me was right after he said that, Cat walks in. Again, Cat not hearing this. He walks in. He's like, yo, Call of Duty, Mike. Call of Duty, Mike. And I'm just like, look at this shit. This is a sitcom, yo. Look at this stupid shit,
It's
man. Like,
scripted, yo. The NBA, we all know it's scripted.
I'm like, yo, this silly ass shit, man. Like, it don't get no, it just don't get no more. Like, oh my god, look, somebody come look at this.
Play the
Like,
Everybody Hates Chris music when you walk in.
yeah, word. Like, but it's just shit like that where it's just like a lot of these guys, like he was saying, like they made it here. I'm getting the bag. I got the second contract. And we've seen that in the NFL too. Guys will play hard as shit on that rookie deal because they need to get the second contract. They get the second contract and then they put their feet up. Man, I ain't finna do shit no more. Boy, what?
Right.
Bro, I'm not nothing. Ask me to do something. Go
I
ahead.
dare you to ask me to do
I
something. Get the
dare you
fuck
to
out of
ask
here.
me to do something, bro. I promise you I won't do that. Promise you. I can assure you I won't do that.
I feel like it's only certain teams where you could kind of pull this. It feels like some teams got it together. They a little bit harder.
Yeah. No, and you're right. You're absolutely right because and this is what we were saying. Like when we were remember when we talked about the NFL with the grades,
Yeah,
like it just goes back to certain organizations' entire mindset from top to bottom. Some of these organizations, they are simply businesses. Like, right? So it's like I'm gonna cut the training staff. I'm gonna cut this. I'm gonna cut that because my goal is not to win shit with you niggas. My
I'm
goal
just here
is
to
to
make
make
bread.
this business as profitable as possible by cutting every possible corner I can. Now, unfortunately, the way that plays out is you get a bunch of niggas on your team who don't want to be here, right? You get a whole bunch of people who shouldn't be here in some cases. You get bad training staff, bad this, which leads to nastier injuries, longer recoveries, people not trusting the training staff. You get all these other issues that come out of it. And eventually, this is what happens. Like, again, you watch and you look at certain shit and you're like, okay. Now I see exactly why this team is in shambles because the owner doesn't care about the team. Y'all are getting to the play in the playoffs despite the fact that y'all owner don't give a fuck about y'all.
That's just a
Like,
testament to y'all, honestly.
yeah, exactly. Y'all playing hard, and this nigga just like, oh, good for you. Like that didn't even like give him enough incentive to like, all right, let me see if I can get them a training staff for next year. Nah, nope. So, um, what else? What else? What else? What else? What else? So let's get to the AC game, right? So Chicago played Miami and they lost to Miami in a game where Max Strus had 31, which I thought was hilarious.
Yo,
Um,
Mac, don't play with Mac. Yo. Every once in a while, that nigga will do what he need to
hey,
do.
look, that's Mad Max, bro. I guess I can't play.
Mad Max.
I guess I can't play. Like, and then Oklahoma City got spizanked by Minnesota, led by Carl and Anthony Edwards, which leaves the matchups now.
Rudy comes back next game, right?
He was back for the Oklahoma City game.
Oh, he was.
Yeah, yeah,
What
yeah.
did he do?
He didn't go crazy. Let me see. He didn't go crazy.
I wonder what that team chemistry is looking like right now. Because I remember,
Well, it looked
uh,
solid in that game, I will say.
well, I'm thinking about that comment that I forgot to do his name.
Kyle Anderson.
Kyle Anderson, yeah, the comment he made, he said, "Y'all got some decisions to make come
Damn,
off season."
damn, Rudy was eating. Damn. Yeah, 21 and 10. Damn.
Hey, he heard that comment. He said, "Y'all do got some decisions to make. It's gonna be me or Kyle."
It's really, I mean, it's not a hard decision. My problem is Rudy just doesn't play like he's fucking Rudy Gobert, and that's always been my issue with Rudy. There's times where like he'll just act like, bro, post up this 6'4" guard, or I'm benching you, yo, now. Like, what are you doing, bro?
He's French.
Don't ever let me see a situation where Isaiah Joe is switched on to you and you don't back him down 70 feet to the rim. Like, what are you talking about? What are you dribbling for? You have a 6'3" guard on you. What are you doing? Like, bro, I never want to see that. I never want to see Rudy Gobert pass the ball back out when he's got a 21-year-old who's like 8 inches shorter than him and 100 pounds lighter. Like, bro, if you don't put that nigga in the rim,
Hmm.
like, what are you doing? But again, in this game, he had 21 and 10. He shot 14 free throws. That's what it sounds like. You was hitting the rack. You was just hitting, going
Mm-hmm.
straight to the hole. Like, brother, I don't want to see nothing else from you. There's no world where Rudy Gobert shouldn't average like 16, 17 points. And they should be all easy. They should be the easiest buckets of his life. Because niggas just throw these lobs, boom. The lobs should account for like 8 points a game. Easy. Then you get 2 or 3 dunks. Nigga, you had 14 points. And all you did was jump and slam, jump and slam, jump and slam. Like, bruh. Like, I watched DeAndre Jordan make an all NBA team off of lobs only. Off of lobs only. You can't go. Now, granted, much more athletic than whatchamacallit was. Oh boy,
Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobert. Understandable. But mind you, even when DeAndre Jordan made what was wow. Okay, I'm looking at this man's stats. He made an All-Star team with some absolutely pedestrian stats. That's insane. I remember him making that all NBA team or something. It's like all NBA third team, but he nigga 12 and 15. That's crazy. Nigga, that's Rudy Gobert. Um, but yeah, so anyway, let's look at the matches we got, right? We got Atlanta and Boston. I think Boston gonna get these boys out of here in 5.
Yeah,
We got New York and Cleveland. I think Cleveland will get them out of here in 5, maybe 6. Golden State and Sacramento. I think this is gonna be the real, like, this is gonna be the round 1 matchup that's gonna be
I
crazy.
still say Golden State for sure.
Yeah, I still have Golden State. I just think Golden State's gonna have to fight for it. Like, they're gonna have to prove something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're gonna have to show that, like, listen, dog, like, because I think this is not the team you wanted to get matched up with first round.
Yeah,
You
no,
could you could have got the
that's a hard
Lakers
hurdle.
and warmed up with them. You could have got Denver and got them niggas. Listen, I'm not gonna hold you. Call me a hater, and because I am. Um, I think literally any team in the West can beat the Nuggets.
Yeah, the
I think
Nuggets.
every team can beat the
Them
Nuggets.
niggas some choke artists.
I think the Clippers can do it. I think the Suns can do it. I think Memphis could do it. I could think the Lakers could do it. I think the Lakers wouldn't do it, but I think the Lakers could do it. Minnesota wouldn't do it, but I think Minnesota could do it. Like, I don't see a single team out west that Denver can't lose to. Because I've seen this too many times, and I think the problem is Denver's window might have passed. I think when Jamal Murray was at his peak, and you remember when he was putting up them 50-point games, like
Yeah,
dueling with, I think had he stayed healthy for those 2 years, I think the Nuggets make deep runs both years. I think they at least get to the Western Conference Finals, maybe even the NBA Finals. But I think now that that has passed, I don't think Jamal Murray's the same guy. Like, I think he's very solid. He's still a very good player. But I think that was like his greatness. That was as great as he was gonna get. And I think like he had a 2-year window where it was like he was hitting that, and now it's like, he's still cool. He's still averaging 20. He's averaging 20 a game, 20 points, 4 boards, 6 assists. I mean, that's a solid season. Michael Porter Jr. is all right. He's doing well. Aaron Gordon, Bones Highland, Bruce Brown, Kentavious Caldwell Pope. I just don't see this. This team is not enough for me. They're not enough. I'm looking at this roster, and it's just like I I think a lot of niggas can beat you. So we'll see with that. But that's all of them, right? Let's see. Philly spanked the Nets today. Boston just finished. They won by 13.
How far do you think Philly gets this year?
I gotta see the standings because I gotta see who they would play next. Because I
Yeah.
think they're gonna get the Nets out of here.
Oh yeah, without question. They better. They should.
I mean they dispatched them the first game. They won by 20.
Dispatched.
Oh yeah, they won by 20, and Joel Embiid only had 26, like 26 and 5 boards. Like he was cooling.
Yeah. Damn.
It was 11-11 from the free throw line. Like remember when James Harden was a foul line merchant? He had no free throws attempted in this game. That's crazy.
They literally changed the rules because of this nigga, so he changed his game.
Yeah, I remember that. That shit was so sickening.
I
He was,
respect that though.
no,
He
I respect
changed his game since they changed the rules. He's like, all right, fine. I won't be a foul merchant. Fine, you got me. It was a good run though, right? You know, nudge, nudge. It was a good run, right?
you know the one thing I wouldn't say I regret because I didn't do anything right, but like the one thing that I regret, like I wish never happened. I wish James Harden never rushed himself out there for that Nets series with KD, where he like was playing through that fucked up hamstring.
Mm-hmm.
I wish he had never done that because he has not been the same since.
True.
Like,
And that's saying
granted,
something because he's still good.
yeah, no, he's still putting up 23 and 11 and like 6 or some shit. He's averaging crazy numbers still, but I think it's like I think that definitely. And granted, I think one I will say it seemed temporary. Like it seemed like for a year and a half, Harden didn't know what his game was because it was like, I fucked my leg up. I don't have that same explosion. The step backs ain't always hitting like they used to. So for it felt like for a year and a half, like Harden was washed almost because it's like
Also, he's not as healthy. I mean, he's still healthy. Obviously, the nigga's an NBA player, but he's not as healthy as he used to be. He's still got that weight. He hasn't gotten rid of that weight yet. But that makes it even more crazy that he's still going out there and balling out like this.
yeah, yeah. And I think maybe this is like again, this happens with people. Like shit'll happen in their life, and then now you have a new playing weight. Okay, well now you're gonna play 20 pounds heavier. You just gotta adapt your game for them extra 20 pounds.
Yeah, and he did that.
Yeah, you can't blow past niggas no more. You can't get them fake swing your arm through. It worked. Like you're not getting those no more. So then now what? So I think I gotta look at the standings. Let me look at the standings and see how this works. Like I do they show the playoff standings like the actual thing? They don't I don't like how they don't do that. Let's see NBA playoff back bracket because it really just depends on who they road what their road is.
Yeah.
Because I always say that. Like people always say, "Oh, so and so can make it." I'm like, it just depends who they play. Uh, Philly. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Doo. Philly would play Boston or Atlanta.
Ooh. I think if they play Atlanta, they got it. Boston, that might be a hard stop.
Yeah, it might be. It might be. Um, yeah, it's not gonna be easy path for them because they play Boston or Atlanta, and then after that they play the winner of, presumably Milwaukee and Cleveland.
If it's Milwaukee, it's over. That is done.
I think they could beat Milwaukee. I just
Uh,
think you have to beat the Celtics first. Like again, I think
yeah,
that
exactly. Like I
that
said,
might
I
be
think
where
that's the yeah.
like that's gonna be the issue because I'm looking at it right. Like
If they get past the Celtics, I don't think they get past Giannis.
I
Honestly.
don't think so either. Yeah, but it depends how because I do think if they get past Boston, and plus people have to realize it's a lot of things happen between injuries and shit like that. People just playing like some ass, like shit
Yeah.
happens. So I think a lot can happen. But yeah, I just don't see them beating the Celtics. So I see probably Celtics Milwaukee in the Eastern Conference Finals. And in the West, I think Denver beats Minnesota, but then they either play Phoenix or the Clippers, and I don't think they want to play either of those teams.
Yeah, no.
And
Mm.
you like you better hope you're not playing full strength either of those teams. Like I don't want to see LA with everyone healthy. I don't want to see Phoenix with everyone healthy. Like
LA with a healthy LeBron and a healthy Anthony Davis is scary.
yeah. What I will say, I think Golden State has a nice little run. They play Sacramento now, which I think is their hard matchup. But after this, they play winner of Memphis Lakers. And if it's Memphis, I think I'm here. I don't believe in Memphis. I
At
don't
all.
believe it. I think the bravado is overshadowing the work, and I don't think they are there yet. And I think until they let some of that shit go, I don't think they will be there. But it depends, because I don't know. I haven't watched many Grizzlies games since like maybe like
Ja's been back.
since he's been back, like the last 10, 15 games. But Hold on, I gotta sneeze. Whew. But
That was a long ass sneeze.
no, it was winding up. But yeah.
I used to like the Grizzlies. I used to like Ja.
I still do.
I was about to say I don't dislike him now. I think he's a shithead. But Dylan Brooks single handedly makes me dislike
You know what's
the
funny? I
Grizzlies.
don't like Dylan Brooks, but I love what he does. I love what he does.
I
Like
think
I don't like him, but oh, I love what he does. I just love the fact that you make niggas mad. I love it. Keep going.
I
But
feel like you have to be at a certain level
nope.
to shit talk like that. Like Draymond.
Man, he got never mind. Let me not say it.
No, what you gonna say, yo? What
Let
you
me
gonna
not
say?
say it. Draymond was a crucial part of those rings. Let me not say it. Yeah, no, I mean I get what you're saying, and I do agree to an extent because I think that like unfortunately like you can't be the guy putting up like 13 points on good shooting splits and playing defense and being like, oh yeah, we talking. Like, I just don't want to hear that from you. But again, we watch Pat Bev
Exactly.
do this every
Pat
year.
Bev is different. I don't know. Pat Bev is funny. I don't know. Dylan Brooks
Pat
annoys me. Pat Bev is funny.
Bev
I
is
like. I actually like Pat Bev. I don't know. I don't know what it is about Dylan Brooks that I just don't like. I don't
he's
know if
corny.
it's this nigga
He's
face. He
corny.
light skin.
He's
Yeah,
corny
he's
as fuck.
corny.
He's corny
Beyond
as
corny.
fuck. Like he's
But
corny as
when
fuck.
Pat,
He looks like a corny nigga, and
he
then like
do.
there's just a lot to
He looks like the type of nigga that you shouldn't be talking like this. You're not.
it.
He looks like he was a lame in high school, and now he's overcompensating by trying to act like this. That's the vibe that I get from him. Pat Bev, the nigga is just a funny shit talker, and he looks like that's what he be. Pat Bev acts the way that he looks.
Pat Bev, he a Detroit shit talker. Like
Yeah, exactly.
he just getting my shit off, yeah. Like, bro,
I'm
you
gonna
had
say
no
whatever the
point.
fuck I want.
Nigga, I lock you
I
up. You
don't
had
give a
no
fuck,
point.
nigga.
Nigga, I lock you. That's my job. My job ain't to score. They got scorers for that. My job is to turn your shit off, nigga. And that's what I did, bum.
I
Look
like the
at you.
fact that Pat Bev will shit talk anybody in any scenario. Even like you said, he
Yeah,
dropped
that's
zero
my
points
favorite.
and
That's my
he's
favorite.
still talking shit. Like I respect that.
But see, that's why I'm starting to again, that's why I like what Dylan Brooks does because he's getting to that point where he's just talking the shit now. It don't like before it, and that's one thing I didn't like. Right, I don't like when a lot of niggas are super tactical with the shit talking. Right, where it's
Hmm.
like, all right, I'm gonna talk my shit, but when I'm up 20 points, I don't want to hear that. That's corny.
No,
That's
talk
corny to
shit
me.
all game,
Yeah,
pussy. When
talk
you
shit.
losing
Period.
too, talk shit.
Yeah, even if you down 4, that ain't nothing. That's 2 buckets, nigga. That ain't nothing, nigga. You still got bro. The game ain't like I want to hear nigga shit talk all the time, and that's Pat Bev. Win, lose, or draw, he gonna fall on that sword. So even if I
Hmm.
talk my shit and it backfire, guess what? I'm gonna be back next game talking the same shit. And Dylan Brooks is kind of getting into that where he's just like, I'm just in here saying shit.
I'm just saying shit. Yeah.
So I think it'll be a good series though. Mavericks. Y'all niggas going. Uh, Grizzlies, Lakers. I think it'll be a good series, and I think it'll depend how the Lakers play the Grizz. I think they need to make sure Ja is a shooter. They need to turn him into a shooter, like clog those fucking lanes and make that nigga have double digit assists, like because
Yeah.
he wants. You know he wants the floaters, he wants the posters. Like don't get at him. Go under those screens and live with that three. If he hits 7 threes in a game, dog, you lost. Like you lost. You lost. Like, think about it. Like, if you're playing the Warriors, right, and Draymond hits 3 or 4 threes, you lost.
Yeah. Straight like that.
You just lost. You just lost. You have to leave them open for those because you got to cover Steph, you got to cover Clay, Jordan Poole, the rest of these niggas. But if Draymond hits 4 or 5 threes, bro, you lost. Like, we see this happen on certain teams where, like, it'll be a guy who's just not a shooter and they leave him wide open. And it's like, fuck, I'm going to have to shoot these, huh? And if he start making them, dog, you just lose those games. Like, it's just there's nothing you can do. Like same thing with the Lakers, dog. Like if you take AD out of the paint and AD's sitting in the corner somewhere and shooting threes and he's hitting them every time, you probably just lose tonight. Or if Dennis Schroeder's doing that and he's got 4 or 5 threes in a night, you probably just lose tonight.
You know what's crazy? That's what's been going on with Russ. Like Russ has been Brick City for years now, so teams have just been leaving the nigga open to do whatever. And since he went to the Clippers, they've been utilizing that. Since niggas been leaving him open,
Mm-hmm.
he been throwing shit down.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely. And I think that was probably the best move for that team, To be honest
Yeah.
with you, I think it benefited both of them, obviously, but I think that was a crucial addition to make at that point in the season. And honestly, I just feel like people really are asleep on the fact that Russ is again. Russ was not very efficient on LA.
And
Russ,
there's a reason for that. I
right,
think
and there's a
Russ just
reason
needed
for
the right team, and I'm glad Russ is thriving now.
it. Yeah, and I
Russ
think
has
they needed
never
to
been
use him
bad.
right. And they
Yeah,
needed to
exactly.
use him right because like people fan around, like people sat up here and clown Russ like, oh, he's ass, he's ass. I'm like, bro, a guy putting up 16, 5, and 8 is getting signed every fucking day of the week. If
Just
you're putting
because
up 16,
he's
5, and 8, you are
bricking,
the number 3 option on virtually any team.
right? Just because the
16,
nigga
5,
not throwing down, putting up 30s or 40s, y'all think he ass?
yeah,
Just
bro.
because the nigga's bricking, he's bricking, but he's still getting 16 points.
Like, and that's my whole thing. Like, it's like I watch again. But that be the thing that pissed me off, right? People will talk about, oh, he's bricking, he's shooting terrible. Da, da, da. I'm like, bro, I watch Fred VanVleet go out here every night and shoot 38% from the field, and no one says a thing.
It's because he light skinned, yo. It's the colorism, yo.
Mm, talk to him. Talk to him. Like, I like.
If
It's just
if
it's
Russ
certain
didn't
players.
look like a snapping turtle, he wouldn't have these problems.
All right, man. Like, hold on. Let me look at Fred VanVleet. I'm sorry. I just gotta get this shit off real
This
quick.
nigga hates Fred.
This guy is shooting 39% from the field, yo. This is elite chucking, yo.
Chucking.
Utterly elite. Throw that shit up there. In his last 10 games, he's shooting 34% from the field, 28% from three. Elite chucking, yo.
Now let that be Russ, yo.
Bro, run like bro,
Media having a
elite,
field day if that's Russ.
elite chucking, yo. And then niggas like, well, he had 26, 12, and 8. I had 26. I bet he did. I
He
bet
shot
he
enough to
did.
have
He shot
fucking
57
40.
times, nigga. I bet he did. I don't want to hear that shit, bro. You can't fool me on that shit. You can't fool me. Like, so it's just I think that the Clippers pickup of Russ was massive. And Russ is
Hmm.
shooting 43% from the field for the year. Again, literally much better than Fred VanVleet. Like another guy putting up 19 and we act like us like this is what I mean when I try to get y'all to understand. It's like you said, it's all about matchups. It's all about where you go, how they use you, how you're utilized, your fit with the team. And I think he even fit on the Lakers. I just think the Lakers weren't willing to run a different offense on that second unit for him.
Right.
Like I don't think they built their whole team around Bron, AD in the
And
first
AD.
unit,
Yeah.
and then on the second unit you've got Russ and a bunch of niggas who can't shoot. And it's like, dog, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work because now Russ is supposed to be the shooter. You see what I'm saying? Like, and now you're forcing Russ to shoot. So guess what's gonna happen? He's gonna put up that same cheap ass jump shot he be putting up, and that shit not gonna work. Like that's just my thing where I'm like, bro, y'all gotta be for real, for real. Like because he was shooting 42% last year, and y'all hated him for it. He's shooting 49%
He's shooting better than Fred VanVleet. Y'all just hate. You know what it is? It's because the Lakers are one of the biggest teams in the league.
Yeah, it's just the
So
market. And
they're
Ron,
getting played constantly. Lakers, even when the Lakers suck, they're still getting screen time. They're still getting showed. So you get to see Russ look
yeah.
terrible when he's not really terrible.
But yeah, like, and that's why I'm like, bro, we don't want to do this field percent game or field goal percentage game because he's 103rd in the league. But think about it, every team has about at least a 10-man roster. That means he's in the top third of shooting percentage in the league. Let's talk about it.
We're
Let's talk
going
about
to
that.
start a
That means
dialogue.
some of the niggas you like are shooting worse. Like I promise you, I can find them. Now, granted, they might be putting up 25 a game because they're on a team by themselves with no one to fucking help. But I mean, hey, look, regular season, Trae Young, 43% from the field. Mm. That's worse than Russ, by the way. Mm.
Talk to him.
33% from three. That's worse than Russ, by the way. Mm. But that's y'all nigga. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so it just goes how people
Yo,
look
I
at the
just
girl.
I'm partially joking, but I gotta keep bringing up the fact that what do all these people have in common?
Stop it. Stop it. It's just a mixed league. That's all.
They are light brights, waffle colored Negroes,
Waffle color? No. Anything but waffle colored.
khaki pants men,
Ca- Not the khaki, man.
the
Uh,
khaki shooters, yo.
Like, but that's why it's just like I just feel like a lot of times people, I'm like, bro, y'all fool yourselves with what y'all see and what y'all think because I'm watching niggas go out here and be bohem night after night, and y'all let it rock. You know what I'm saying? It's very selective on who we say is not it and who is. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because
Yeah.
I'm seeing the games. I'm seeing the games, guys. So that's it for me. Let's see. I guess we'll go through the standards, give our shits one more time. Yeah, I got the. Oh, we already did that. I'm not gonna do that again. But that's it, man. That's all I got. I got I got. Hmm, who do I have in the finals?
Golden State.
A rematch would be too easy.
It'll be too easy, but it's likely to happen.
But yeah, but I think it might be likely. Because if it's not the Celtics, I think it's either the Celtics or the Bucks. I just don't. So it's probably Bucks Warriors. And if it's Bucks Warriors, best of luck to Golden State. That's gonna be a tough fucking out.
Yeah. I think if it comes down to Bucks Warriors, I think Bucks got it.
Yeah, I think the Bucks got
I
it. If it's not,
Giannis can definitely overcome the shooting, the Splash Brothers. I don't think that's gonna be an issue for them.
Kevon Looney gonna put him in jail, nigga.
Yeah, all right. Yo.
Kevon
You
Looney got him in the torture chamber.
you loony in the brain if you think Kevon Looney is stopping Giannis.
You crazy, yo. Draymond clinking him. Kevon Looney is so hilarious. Yeah. All right, man.
Put
Get out
some
of here.
respect on Kevon Looney though, yeah. But yeah,
Don't think
put some
I
respect
will.
on him. No, do it.
I don't think that it's funny though. I watch Kevon Looney be eating shit on the boards and like he's undersized, but like he still get his shit off. He play like he's just too heavy, which is crazy because he don't weigh that much.
Who is the tallest nigga on Golden State? Is it Looney?
It might actually be that rookie nigga that they drafted.
I feel like Golden State has a pretty small team.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Bunch of little guys.
Heights. Tallest guy is Kevon Looney, Jermichael Green, and the rookie, Patrick Baldwin.
Was what is he like 6'10"? Come
Six
on,
nine.
Looney.
All
Six
three.
nine.
6'9". Yeah.
Yeah, they got some small guys over there. 6'9" being small is funny to say though.
Yeah,
But
6'9" being small is hilarious.
but I mean compared to compared to Giannis, I mean,
But that's the scariest part because I think about niggas like Dante DiVincenzo, and in the game he looks small. He's 6'4". That's terrifying to me.
yeah, no, for real. I'm 6'3".
I'm 6'2".
I
I'm Steph's height, and on the court that nigga looks miniature.
Yeah, exactly. That's terrifying. I'm not about to just go out there and look like a little mini man with all these niggas out here, yo.
Bro, Dylan Brooks is 6'7".
No fucking damn.
Yes, he is. I'm like, bro, where y'all shop? I know them bitches is custom.
Gotta be.
I know them bitches is custom.
Got to be.
I nigga went to the big and tall and said, look, just give me the biggest shit you got. And
It's crazy that niggas getting custom clothes and he's choosing to dress like that. You
nah,
having niggas make your clothes from scratch and this is what you had them craft?
he tucking in the Under Armour tee.
Come on, man.
Not the thermal fit Under Armour. All right, but yeah, so that's it for me. If we got nothing else, then think it's I guess while we on basketball, I'll just mention that whole shit with Mikey Williams. I don't know what's going on.
What he assault with a deadly weapon charge, right?
It was 5 felony,
Five.
five
Damn.
counts of suspicion of assault with a firearm.
Oh, suspicious. So they don't got him dead to rights yet.
Damn. So apparently there was a verbal argument about guests in the house being asked to leave. 5 people got into a car, and as they were driving away, shots were fired. The car was hit, but no one was hurt. Part of the investigation, Mikey Williams was arrested on several counts, released on bail. Yeah.
I just don't get it. How do you know what? I'm gonna blame Ja Wick because this was in Memphis, right?
You said what?
I said I'm gonna blame Ja Wick
I'm screaming for
because
what?
this was in Memphis, right?
No, this is in California. This is in San Diego.
Wait, am I thinking of a different case? Is this is the high schooler, right?
Mm-mm. Well, Mikey Williams is not. What is he? I think he is a high schooler actually. But no, this happened in San Diego.
It happened in San Diego, but I mean,
Oh, okay. I see why you said Memphis. He's a Memphis recruit.
yeah, exactly. That's what I was getting at. So
Yeah,
like,
yeah. He committed to Memphis. Yeah, gotcha.
so
Ooh,
I
yeah.
I'm blaming Ja Wick because I feel like he's looking up to Ja Wick. He trying to act like him,
I don't think this is a looking up to nothing. I think this is just you.
Shitheadery.
Yeah, I think this is just you and you doing some shit you're not supposed to be doing for real.
It's
I
sad.
don't know.
Like, I
Yeah,
don't. What is the deal with niggas just throwing their lives away for nothing?
I mean this nigga's 18. If that helps. Not to be rude, but I mean, 18 year olds
18-year-olds are
are not
shitheads.
fucking bright.
Yeah,
So yeah, I mean it's tough, and that's the problem because it's like I just can't imagine being these guys and being 18. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I remember having a little bit of pull on fucking Tumblr at like 22, and that still make you act like a weirdo on occasion. You know what I mean? Like so I can't imagine having multi-million-dollar pull in real life at 18 and just not thinking
I'm
I'm
him. I'm a
yeah
Hemi man.
yeah I'm Himothy. Like
A
that's
Hemi neutron.
so again. It's never like oh well, that excuses it. It's just like, dog.
You gotta think about it. You gotta put some thought into it. Yeah,
Yeah. But
tragic though.
yeah, no, very tragic. Hopefully, that boy figure it out. But
The so it's suspicion, and he hasn't been convicted yet. Did he lose his opportunity to go to?
um, Memphis, I don't know. They haven't. I don't think they've spoken on it yet. I get the feeling that he'll probably lose most of that. Somebody will pick him up because he's a 5-star recruit. Like somebody's gonna like if he gets cleared, somebody's gonna want him. Like
I
it's
was about to
just
say we're talking like he's already innocent. Like, what if the nigga he gets found guilty and goes to
no, that's
jail
only if he
five
gets cleared.
felonies?
If he goes to jail, I mean, yeah, if you go to jail, nigga, you just go to jail then, nigga.
Well,
What
yeah,
the?
no, yeah.
You're
But
fried.
I'm
Like
just saying we're talking like he's already out, and we're trying to figure out his prospects going forward.
right, yeah. I mean, imagine we just saw Miles Bridges get 30 games with time served for breaking bones in his partner's face. So it's like trust and
Insane
believe. Like people are not. This is not. These things don't concern these teams. They
at
don't
all.
concern these organizations and conglomerates. They like, look, dog. I don't really like what you doing now. Like you sold your strap though, right? Like you don't got it no more. Okay, okay. Yeah, we could probably work with you then. We could work with you. All right, man. Anything else?
I'm good, man. I let it all out in the booth.
What else? What else? Ooh, Ice Spice. Nikki had a Princess Diana remix that video.
I did watch the video on mute. Um, no, I'm just kidding. I didn't see it, but
Like damn. Yeah, I watched it. Whew, I tell you what, that granny man, that granny.
so
Hmm.
what you saying is I need to go watch the video like right now.
Hey, go for it. I mean, you like, hey, look, you like big asses and DOA physics, right?
DOA physics.
You know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I don't like the implication. Yeah.
You're gonna love the implications. Don't worry about it.
This is dead or alive volleyball.
Uh-huh. Man, I'm still mad I ain't get that game to this day, nigga.
Yeah, I never got.
Yo, remake, please.
How as a child, how are you supposed to get that game?
You can. You
Your
can.
parents gonna see the cover and it's cooked. There's no way you can
That
get that game.
do you remember that wrestling game, Rumble Roses?
Yes, yes, I
That was
vividly, immediately.
I wanted that shit so bad, but it, like you said, it was exactly that. Where it was
You
just like,
see the cover and y'all
like,
couldn't put a less conspicuous cover or like
I put the shit on my list and I'm going through and then I'm putting the pictures for each game, like Dragon Ball Z, Tenkaichi, and I'm just like, yeah, nah, this Rumble Roses one, I think I'm gonna have to take this one off. Fuck, and I'm thinking
just
like,
have a Word doc that says boxing.
I'm racking my brain like, how, okay, how could I get this past y'all? How can I get y'all to buy the game without seeing the now? Granted, luckily for kids today, oh boy, that's
Everything's
not even
digital.
a
You just
problem.
get the credit card and you go in.
Just give me $60. Yeah,
Yeah,
let's say I want a game called Rumble Roses. It's a wrestling game. Okay, cool. Like, like
sure, a little tibia.
it won't even be a problem. But back then, dog, these niggas had to go to the store and go get it, man. You know, man, I ain't even think of asking them niggas for that. I'm like, nah, I can't do that. I can't do it. I just can't do it. I
Yeah,
just can't do
it's hilarious because my mom didn't give a shit about violence. It was just sex. So like I was playing Gears of War, chainsaw niggas in half, but
it.
God forbid I played Grand Theft Auto San Andreas and pick up a prostitute. Ain't no way in hell, boy.
I remember when that hot coffee shit came out, and I remember being so mad because I was just like, "Do y'all know the work it takes to activate this hot coffee shit?"
Right.
When
First of all, you can't even do it on console. That's a
yeah, it was
PC
a
only
PC
thing.
mod. Yeah,
I
like
got a PS2. You think I know? Nigga, this is not possible.
yeah, like that. And on top of that, I was just like, on top of the fact that nigga, you like, dog, I can load this game up and go on a killing spree now, today. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like within 3 minutes of the game booting up. Like, and y'all worried about me going out my way to do some shit that's wild. You know what I mean? Like that takes mad effort from me. Like that was the part that just blew mine. Like I'm just like, yo, y'all funny as hell thinking niggas finna do this.
And it's kind of crazy because as kids, we wouldn't go through the trouble to do all that, but it was grown ass men going through the trouble. That's kind of sad. That's
Is it?
like
I mean,
if
based
you
on
think
what
about neckbeards now, that's the type of shit they would have been
yeah,
on back
I was
then.
about to say, based on what you see on Twitter now, is it really that damn sad? Like, well, it's still sad, but
No, it's sad, but it's not out of the realm of imagination.
I know that them niggas like shoot. I'm sure Rumble Rose is probably grown men copping that.
That's crazy to think about. Like all the games that we wanted as thirsty little kids. As an adult, I wouldn't fucking play Dead or Alive or Rumble Rose. I don't give a fuck now. But
You
it
tripping?
was grown men back then buying that shit.
I'm still playing that shit. This nigga crazy. I will play it. I'm gonna appear as offline though when I play
I
it.
was about to say this is a sick Negro. you gotta appear offline. Don't let niggas see you playing that. You'd be better off playing an anime dating sim.
No sure. I'm screaming. This lady said she got no text, no email. Her staircase got taken from her.
How does
From
that? Did you
not the
who
Ed Ed
paid?
Betty. This is fucking. Hold on, let me just post this picture. This is fucking hilarious. Yo, not
Did
the
she
Ed Ed
pay
Betty.
somebody to build the stairs and she didn't pay for it?
Nigga took your stairs back.
Oh no, they took this. How long
Left,
did that even take to
left the
do?
skeleton too. I'm crying. Yeah. Like this is comical, yo.
So like, did she have somebody build the stairs out? She didn't pay for it, so they repoed the stairs.
I don't even know. She lived in an apartment. This is her back porch, but she never used the front door. Da, da, da. Oh, so they're fixing the steps. But what happened was when she came out to go look at the steps, like she just seen that them bitches was was gutted and was like, "Hello."
They took the
Like
steps.
y'all niggas is removing steps from niggas' cribs. Y'all not even gonna give us a heads up. Tell us, hey, we're coming over today to remove the steps and put some new ones in.
No, that's crazy. Not giving a heads up. What if I wasn't paying attention? I just opened my door and then fell down a chasm.
Nigga with a Looney Tunes fell off. That
Meet
standing in the air for a minute, like, wait, oh shit, that ain't no
me.
steps. Yeah. um, but yeah, no, that's it for me. I got nothing.
Shit, if it was me, I would have just fell.
Yeah, nigga like me,
This is a
whoa,
payday. I'm
see,
doing
I
the goofy. Yeah.
nigga doing a Mario and shit. Oh,
That's a payday. You didn't give me no notification my stairs was getting taken. I just so happened wasn't paying attention when I opened the door. I walked out, took a step, and now my neck don't work so good.
oh nah, this is kind of hard. Holy shit,
What that is?
it's like it's supposed to be like a what is it? A Show movie realization Darth Vader figure. I don't know, like some old samurai shit. I don't know, crazy though.
I always like that when I see shit like that where it's like Star Wars but reimagined as like old time samurai.
Mhm. One thing I will say about that whole people like, oh shit, if I fell off the steps. I bet like people say that, but it's like, do you understand? You still have to get hurt. Like
Yeah,
I
you
think
can't just go to the doctor and convince him like, "Hey doc, yo, this is a payday. I'll cut you in if you say I got this spinal injury."
Like that's the part. Like people talk about crossing a crosswalk and a car coming. I'm gonna just let it hit me and get my tuition paid. But the car has to hit you. You understand? Like instinctually, you're going to get out of the way just off the strength. Like you're not like your brain won't even have to think about it. You're never gonna get to payday until you're safe. Like
Yeah.
instinctively, you see a car coming, you just whoa, you're gonna jump out the way and then
I'm not suicidal, bro. So I'm not, like you said, instinctively, you just gonna move without even thinking. And then afterwards, you're like, damn, that should have let me hit me so I can get paid.
yeah. But that's it, man. That is it for me. I ain't got nothing. Like damn.
Yeah, no. I think we let the microphone bleed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hungry anyway, so
He said we let the microphone bleed. I'm crying. All right, man. Look, it's episode 91. It's been a good one, man. Y'all be easy, man.